Hello everyone. Now, let me just change over here. Let's see here. Here we go. Much better. Hello everyone. How you doing? Hope you guys are having a good day so far. So yeah. So yeah. Last stream, which was yesterday, there's a good progress with the Rayman Revolution. Yes, somewhat. We didn't have exactly enough time to do getting the third mask, but at least we got close to it. Yeah, I think this is probably like the next level, immediately the next level that we're gonna finally get the third one. I always managed to get at least one. I always managed to get one fucking mask yesterday. Hopefully, we'll see what else we can do next time. Because I think we should be right at the somewhat end of the game. Huh? Although we are gonna have to do some cleanup afterwards. And that shouldn't take too long. Huh? But yeah, my guess is Rayman Revolution should probably only take us 2 more sessions to finish off. Huh? I don't know, we'll see about that. Yeah, something like that. Then maybe after that we can finally start doing the Reignited trilogy. And that we're gonna have some fun. But yeah. We're gonna set that for some other time though, because for today we are gonna be continuing on. We left off with more of Resident Evil 5. Right, last we left off with that game, we finished off with Desperate Escape, and we attempted to start farming the fucking treasures, but I completely fucked that up by playing as Sheva instead of Chris. Like, there's like one really good spot to farm that shit, but I was playing as the wrong character and you can't switch. So now I need to replay the fucking last chapter of the game again. All over again, just get back to where we were. Ugh, why can't you switch fucking characters? Oh my god. Alright, whatever. Let's just try that fucking shit again. And hopefully we get it right. Yeah, hopefully. So yeah, let me just change over here. I don't know if I'm gonna end up doing the same thing with when I do random farming. I'm just gonna randomly pull out a fucking video for us to watch. I don't know, we'll see. I do know we're gonna be spending a long ass time fucking farming treasures though. That I'm pretty much certain we're gonna have to fucking do. Cause you have to buy a lot of shit. I think it's like at least 1 million. Or way more than that, I think, just to get everything. I don't know if we're gonna be going straight for everything though. I think it might be the best. Yeah, I think we'll probably just farm out the upgrades for every gun. Just all in one go. Then I don't have to fucking... Although, when I get the better weapons, like with infinite ammo, we can probably start farming on different spots to give us way more cash. I don't know, we'll see. For now, let's just go back to chapter select. Go back here on amateur, and we're gonna be playing as Chris, if not Sheva. Let's see. That. Now that. Give. Alright. Give and give. Alright, I'll do for now. Alright, let's try this again.
So that's Ouroboros. I fear for the world if that ever gets out.
Yeah, it's a little bit better now. Because I'm not used to the fucking camera angle with Sheva. I'm not too used to having the fucking left shoulder and not the right shoulder.
A bomber equipped with missiles.
He can't fly around in that without getting shot down. Oh god.
Exactly. The plane can't get shot down. If it does, it'll initiate a biohazard.
It's just like Jay said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't care. Let's just fucking go. Probably would have been better if I had some... if I had my Magnum, but I don't have any ammo for that thing.
Warning. Fire detected in the engine room. Warning. Sealing off area with primary bulkhead. Evacuate the area immediately.
Already?
Sealing off area with secondary bulkhead. Evacuate the area immediately.
Come on!
Okay.
Pick it up.
Okay.
Nice. Bind it. Pick it up. Thank you. Oh, pick it up. The worst part is at the end though, when we have to deal with the fucking minigunners. And the Thank you. Fuck you going. I was trying to go for headshots, but whatever. Come on. You mind?
Come on! Open, damn you! Reload!
You mind? I'm trying to fucking blow up the grenades. Nice. Jävla kan inte cover. I get him? Yeah, he's there. Nope. No, you fucking don't. I think there's another one. Yeah, there's another one up there. They fucking still dick.
Come on!
Oh, pick it up.
Roger.
Nope.
Take it!
Roger.
Pick it up. come on. Whatever. No, come on, go for the other one. Alright, now for these little shits.
Distance from the bulkhead.
Fucking guy. Could've just used a sniper. Could've just used the fucking sniper. And I'm dead. Yeah. Fucking hate dealing with these two on this fucking area. Because one's already hard enough to fucking deal. Now I have to deal with two? Fuck me. Doing those fuckers are gonna be a lot easier once we get the rocket launcher.
Primary bulkhead. Please maintain a safe distance from the bulkhead.
Jump. And I'm dead again. Fuck me. Oh shit. Open up the damn thing already. Try again.
Shova! Roger!
Need to fucking deal with them as quickly as possible, otherwise it's just too much shit later on.
Please maintain a safe distance from the bulkhead.
Open it. Yep. Nope. Better. Also, these guys give us some treasure as well. Okay. Not the best way to farm treasure, though. Although these guys do give you good enough cash. It's just better to just deal with them later when you get the rocket launcher. Just immediately one-shot those fuckers. Come on, dude. Hurry up. Let's go already.
We'll never win in a fair fight! We need to fall back and come up with a plan!
Hey.
Are you okay?
Fuck you. Die. Just get their attention. Come on. There we go. Is that Magnum? Ah, boy. Yeah, that's Magnum ammo. Alright. You little shit. What the fuck is that? Just pick it up. What the fuck do that shit? Who's a little shit? Let's just go.
Something doesn't feel right. I can't explain it.
Yeah, don't care. Just go.
I'll see you dead.
Good luck with that.
If we take him back,
Eva, come on.
we might actually hit him.
I was trying to fucking turn around, dude. What the shit? How the fuck I wasn't able to do that?
You need to be careful!
All right.
There's no point in hiding.
Good. I just go to the rocket. Eva, don't shoot at him. My god, you dumb bitch. Get over here.
Has it never occurred to you that this planet is overpopulated?
Don't.
A handful of
Don't
humans truly
you dare.
matter. Everyone else is just so much trash.
Keep it in the shadow.
I've got you now!
Do it now! Give him the shot!
Hey. Will you let me fucking move? Come on. Will you let me fucking move here? Little shit. On.
So now, I have to separate this chap from the wheat. And with Ouroboros, I can finally accomplish
One of these is gonna have to get me another rocket. Okay, there we go.
only those with superior DNA will be chosen by Ouroboros. Only those fit for survival will be allowed to carry their genes into a new age.
And let me guess, you're the one that's gonna rule this new age, right?
Throw shit at me now. Need to wait. Nope. Come on, Shadow. Don't shoot at him.
Ah, there you are!
Eva, move your ass.
Come on! Is that all you have? Let me clarify something
No.
for you, Chris. I don't think of myself
Yeah,
as a
missed. Back up we go. Need to find more rockets. Nope, not what I want.
Is that all you have?
Already had this water. Let's go. motherfucker. How the hell did he not fucking grab that?
I've got a rocket. Bringing it to you now. God, I think he's completely lost it.
He never had it to begin
Give
with.
up.
We have to stop him.
Get over here.
There's no point in hiding. You can't hide forever.
Come on!
Give up. I thought you said you had a rocket. Oh, you fucking lying bitch. Fuck off.
I've got a rocket. Bringing it to you now.
What do you mean you have a rocket? I was really next to you, didn't fucking have shit. Fuck off. You lying bitch.
You're finished.
Yeah, shut up. See, I have to do all the fucking work around here because the guy is too fucking dumb to do it. Anything. More than anything, the game, you gain more than weight than anything.
Ah, there you are.
Eva, get over here. Follow me.
You're merely postponing the inevitable.
Dude, how am I missing?
Your fate.
What the fuck? How am I missing that?
I've got a rocket.
There's no point.
Bitch, shut the fuck up. You don't have shit. How the fuck am I missing? Out of the way. Come on, dude. Hell. I need to wait for him to fucking stop moving or whatever.
You can't hide forever.
There we go, finally. Bitch. On Sheva, over here.
Come on! Do it now! Give him the shot!
Where the fuck are you? Oh my god, where the fuck was she? Where the fuck were you, you dumb whore? Oh my god, you just had to go in front. Why you have to just go in front? What were you doing? Oh my god, she's making this, the fucking AI is making this 10 times fucking longer. What the fuck, man? What happened? He was right in front of you. Why do you fucking go around? Oh my god, this dumb whore. Do you fucking mind?
Ah, there you are. You're merely postponing the inevitable.
Don't you fucking dare shoot. I'll do it now. Get your ass over here.
Do it! Inject him!
There we go. Finally. Right, if I'm not the one injecting that shit, then the fucking guy just fucking shits his pants. Yeah, alright, that's fine with the hard part done.
Into the atmosphere.
Now you need to do the quick time events, so we can finally start farming the treasure. Mm-hmm. Okay. All good. Alright, now we're back. Race took long enough. No thanks to you.
Roger.
What are you doing picking up my fucking ammo, lady?
I need ammo.
Okay.
Pick up your ammo and I'll pick my ammo. Right. What the fuck are you doing picking up my ammo, lady? See if this works. Wrong way.
Why can't you understand, Chris?
Fall back! Chris, get to high ground!
Natural selection leaves the survivors stronger. Humans have escaped.
I've got it, Chris.
Now that's just pretty much it. You just keep rerolling that checkpoint and then grabbing the treasure over and over again. Then you just quit and roll the save again. I want to see how much money that gives us. Yeah, 5,000. Okay, that's good enough. Although this one also gives us 5,000. Yeah, maybe the checkpoint with the fucking big bug fuckers might be a bit better once we get the infinite rocket launcher. Although we're probably not gonna get that in a very long time. So this is definitely like the best spot we have right now. Right, let's just now upgrade as much as we can. This fucking thing needs a lot of upgrades. Alright. I think that'll be it for now. Although there's still a lot of other shit we need to upgrade. The good thing is when you get to when you fully upgrade these things, they give you infinite ammo. Although it's definitely gonna take a bit to get there. Alright, now let's just continue. And keep rolling that over and over again. Not the fastest way to farm treasure, but it's the best spot that we have right now without relying on infinite ammo.
Why can't you understand, Chris?
Fall back! Chris, get to high ground!
Natural selection leaves the survivors stronger and better.
Okay, the thing just keeps respawning.
Humans have us.
I've got it, Chris.
They just keep doing that over and over again. Alright. Now we have this thing properly set up. Let's see if I can have something playing while we do this shit. Because we're probably going to be farming this for quite some time. Let's see here. Yeah, just have some random fucking videos playing. Also decrease the audio. Yep. Let's see, where is it? There you are. Alright. Alright. Now we farmed some shit, but we're also gonna be watching some videos.
Blue Sky already has an issue with an extremely low amount of daily active users, and that
Ooh,
number
looks like he's
just
also
less
playing.
and less.
He kept
Blue
playing
Sky's
Marvel
actually
Rivals.
so bad
Alright,
that
cool.
even people who hate Twitter and leave Twitter for Blue Sky end up deleting their Blue Sky accounts and coming back to Twitter. And this is something
Right, that is the
Blue
funny
Sky
point.
subreddit just
Everyone that was talking shit about Twitter and then migrated to fucking Blue Sky are now coming back to fucking. They're now coming back to fucking Twitter. Shows how much of a fucking cesspit that goddamn site was. Just. Right, I didn't really end up using fucking Blue Sky that much. Or at all for that matter. I only did the exact same shit that I always do with that site, which is just to fucking, you know, just send shit. Which is just to you know, post when I go live. And it just does the exact same shit that it does when I, you know, when I fucking do on Twitter. So it doesn't, so in other words, doesn't really do much. That's pretty much it, what I do with social media in general. Even then though, compared to Twitter, Blue Sky really doesn't have that much interesting posts, at least for me. That nothing really sticks out. Yeah, I don't spend as much time on Twitter, even when outside of like posting random shit, compared to say, no wait, what else thing? I already lost my words. I already lost my train of thought. But yeah, I don't spend much time on Blue Sky compared to Twitter, because Twitter just has way more shit going on. That's also where you get like the actual news. Where Blue Sky is also bad with not fucking telling you shit about anything. Then also there's a lot of fucking furry shit in Blue Sky too. Ugh. Like I'm not kink shaming, but I'm not into that shit. So yeah.
can't grasp. They're in complete denial about this, and we've got a hilarious example right now. As we've got this account on Twitter named Kyle with over 100,000 followers, and we can see Kyle had responded to a update about Twitter saying, "Well, I think this is it. It's been fun, y'all. Sometimes. See you over on Blue Sky." And with
Blue Sky fucking sucks.
after that tweet, he returned to Twitter and said, "Blue
And then it
Sky
went right back.
sucks. I'm so sorry. I tried. I really tried." Yeah, poor Kyle's
sure,
safety,
buddy.
man. As bad as Twitter can be, 2 days on Blue Sky will really get you. And so will the Blue Sky subreddit, as they found out about Kyle's little adventure, his 2-day adventure there, and were so upset about him leaving that they actually made a whole post on the Blue Sky subreddit saying, "Why
Are they so obsessed with Blue Sky?"
Bro made a few tweets about Blue Sky, and these Redditors who make it their life's mission to defend that platform and constantly obsess about it are calling other people obsessed. Crazy. They weren't done with Kyle there, though. They went on to make a whole headcanon about the guy, essentially calling him a part of MAGA and saying that they all blocked him and he couldn't.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's the thing as well with fucking Blue Sky. It is such a fucking liberal echo chamber. It's fucking crazy. Like, people say that fucking Blue Sky on Twitter, there's only like apps that people say that Twitter is also a fucking cesspit. Now Blue Sky is an even bigger fucking cesspit. Like, holy shit, all you hear is just the same fucking people just smelling their own farts over and over again.
Upset because he just wants to find excuse me, he just wants to find people to fight with, and now he's fighting himself or something. You know, just crazy behavior here from these Redditors. Yeah, because MAGA,
It's very rare to run into any fucking people that are like actually pro-Trump on fucking Blue Sky, or at all for that matter.
Artist Silver Fox, who infamously posted this art on November 13th, 2024, depicting Twitter as this bird with the X in the eye, also referencing how it's now X, and depicting it as dead with all the blue sky symbols like flying out.
Right, now it's the opposite.
It's like a mass exodus of people who left Twitter for blue sky. He got called out for this with a bunch of tweets saying like, see you next week, and then locked the responses. The comments are filled with responses like that.
See you in a month.
This platform's great. People from blue sky are already returning.
Yeah, I can't believe that the fucking whole exodus was back a fucking year ago. Sheesh, how time flies.
He went on to say that it wasn't about him leaving. He was talking about
Time
everyone else who
fucking
was
flies
leaving.
by.
But that never happened either. There was never this mass exodus. So the whole thing's just hilarious. What really happened is that some of the most politically brain-rotted people did leave and are now quarantined on Blue Sky, but there was never this mass exodus, and most people who said they were leaving never actually did, or they deleted their Blue Sky accounts and came right back. Now look, this isn't a shill for Twitter. You can check my accounts. I barely use Twitter,
typical.
but my gosh, the Blue Sky subreddit is just filled with some of the most hilarious copes. So I hope you enjoyed this. See you in the comments and in the next one.
But yeah, I never really liked using fucking Blue Sky ever. I was a little hopeful at the beginning, just, you know, just another extra social media to fucking get attention, but nothing came out of that shit. And it's just another thing to fucking keep an eye on. Now it's just kind of there, just not fucking adding much. Right, but, what else do we have? Most of the shit is just fucking news.
Democrat Governor Tim Walz is crying on the brink of going to jail for fraud.
You don't say. That sounds like a skill issue to me.
Out of fear of getting deported due to immigration fraud, 173,000 Somalis are currently trembling about an overnight deportation where they're disappearing overnight, and Trump is celebrating. Now, I know, everyone's complaining, not enough is happening. A lot is happening, though. So we're not only here to highlight the pessimistic side of the world, like a lot of these other freak shows on the internet, we're also going to highlight the upside, which is
hell yeah.
human justice. And I love a little bit of justice. You know who else does? God. All right, so let's see what Donald Trump had to say about this.
$1 billion.
Billion.
Think of it. In their country, they have nothing.
It's a shithole.
They steal $9 billion.
I can barely fucking hear what he's saying though.
Great question, Mr. President. You see, I've been saying for a very, very long time, and this is why I get canceled all the time and demonetized, and YouTube doesn't like promoting my stuff.
So I need to have at least
They're retarded. Like, no, I don't mean this as like a slur. This is a diagnosis,
20?
motherfucker.
Yeah, I need
they
at least
are
20 of these
actually
things.
Statistically retarded. The average IQ in Somalia is 67. So if this is true, by the way, you could look it all up. So how is it possible that a community with the average IQ of 67 is completely trolling and blindsiding the governor of Minnesota, Tim Walz, and the entire...
He's either dumb or he's also part of it.
They knew about it. So, you know, this is
probably
probably... Tim Walz knew about all this fraud, and he's going to jail for a long time because they are actively looking into this. Or Tim Walz was completely and utterly fooled by a bunch of people with the IQ of 67. So, realistically...
So, yeah, probably the former. And the dude's definitely going to jail. If anything happens. Because you already know that the big fucking people don't get shit.
For a later upload, hopefully today, if I can get out on this. But the reality is, all this right-wing infighting has nothing on the way the Democrat establishment is literally killing itself. So anyway, we're doing a bit of a deep dive today on the level of destruction you're seeing that every single influencer pundit doesn't want to talk about because everyone's too into the turf wars of Ben Shabibo versus Tucker Carlson. I don't care right now. Right now we have to talk about retard getting deported. All right, which is much more important and funny. So we'll cover that later. Don't you worry. Definitely subscribe. I cover everything.
Hell yeah.
On this channel.
I mean, I already am.
Fear.
Quite some time now.
The retards getting upset at me. Donald Trump decided to tweet right after this. $9 billion was stolen from the state of Minnesota by illegal Somalian criminals. They must pay a big price now. Ladies and gentlemen, this is getting really good. Really good. In fact, even
You don't
better
say.
than you probably think. Now, spoilers for Elon Musk calling out Gavin Newsom towards the end of the video, but you don't understand the level of victory that we're having in the actual political side of things. Despite the fact that on the influencer side of things, a little bit of shit-throwing context. There's a lot of poop.
Not just talking about fucking Candace Owens or whatever.
Are being made, and we're gonna cover.
I spoke in the fall about the iceberg. fraud that's much larger than what's been visible to the public.
Uh-oh. For the record, this is the assistant U.S. attorney that's investigating the Somalia fraud.
When I said that, it wasn't hyperbole or rhetoric, it was a warning. And today I want to talk and I want to show here a sense of what that iceberg looks like. Because I think people deserve to know what that is. How big this problem is, because we can't solve the problem until we grapple with.
Nux, are you just being racist against Somalis? Yes, absolutely. They're retarded.
That's a skill issue. They shouldn't be fucking.
People are gonna take.
They shouldn't be fucking no stealing money.
They're retarded. They're also scamming us. They've run multiple scams. Up to 9 billion.
They're mad against Somalians. They're skill issue to them. They shouldn't be fucking stealing money from us in the first place.
Back to their homeland of Somalia, which they are actually super loyal to. Right? They don't give a shit about America. They are just They're just parasites on our country to suck American blood and trade.
This control charging later.
Branch of Al Qaeda in Somalia, and this has been exposed as a fact. This is factually happening. Over 78 Somalians have already been arrested in this giant fraud ring.
Can't I just restart?
Ilhan Omar, Somalian congresswoman, who's now worth tens of millions of dollars for some interesting reason.
Hold on.
She got that rich so quickly over the last 3 years.
Yeah, can't I just restart the checkpoint?
Tens of millions. So that's the
I guess it probably doesn't save, huh?
Fuck them. Why?
My guess it probably doesn't save the fucking thing.
A baby is crying. Let's tear up.
Or maybe it does, I don't know.
I don't believe in that actually. Why some people like Leave the survivors.
So the Center for Medicare Medicaid Services
Now, let's see.
Oh, we got the data?
Is it still 6 or 7?
Oh boy.
And those 14 programs
Yeah, it's still 6. Okay.
Minnesota have cost 18.
So we do need to exit for it to save.
$18 billion.
Why can't you understand, Chris?
And this is all because it's on the government sector. If this was in the private sector, we would have an army of people in jail already. But just by the fact that it's in the government sector, this just got let slide. Oh, we are so done, man. We are so done. Orange Man.
Humans have us.
Metaphorically.
In prison, of course.
2018.
It's gonna happen.
$3.5 billion in
Whew.
2024.
Whew.
So that's a sense of the magnitude of the problem.
That's
These are
crazy.
14
That's crazy.
Medicaid programs, which is just a
No,
part.
you against illegal immigration? Yeah. We'll
Yep.
give it away.
Who
Okay,
isn't?
fuck these guys. What are we doing? Like literally,
fuck
what are we
'em.
doing? I am an America First guy also. Believe it or not. I know this is hard to hear, but I believe that America should be taking care of Americans. We should not be importing people that literally are parasites.
Of Medicaid, we waivered services.
Not just dehumanizing and call them parasites. Well, then they shouldn't suck my blood. If they wouldn't suck my blood, I wouldn't call them parasites. I'm a very simple guy.
That have been flagged as having issues with program integrity.
I ain't gonna call ticks if they're gonna go into my fucking flesh and fucking take my blood and leave a scar on my body.
I want to know.
Natural selection leaves the survivors stronger and better.
A task of all of us.
Humans have escaped.
Oh, heads are gonna roll. Heads are gonna, you see me rolling.
They're here turn.
I'm enjoying this immensely. This is the Hanukkah treat that I wanted so badly. So Ilhan Omar decided
Oh,
to
this dumb bitch.
and defend her people. And defend her people with the average IQ of 67. This is not racist. This is a literal fact. It's a literal fact, all right? Somalians
Although nowadays
fall with
statistics do tend to be
dumb
racist
that are fucking
to some
cousins,
people.
giving birth to the dumbest fucking people on the planet, with a crime rate that's through the roof, patrolled by armed terrorists that are literally tyrannical bitches killing each other. And let's not forget, rape was legal there 5 years ago. So this place is shithole of shitholes, and for some reason, leftoids thought we needed to import them and build a little community of them as a nice voter block in Minnesota.
I wonder why.
You get it. That's the strategy. I say it how it is. That's why people subscribe. For sure. So Ilhan to defend her people.
Oh, we are
retarded. We are retarded. Oh, but that's not what she said.
we are teachers, we are entrepreneurs, and we are elected representatives of our state.
Yo, I have really good news. I'm just thinking of this right now, but Somalia needs doctors, entrepreneurs, and engineers. Because that place is a literal sinking, fucking crime-ridden shithole of disease and quagmire. All right? They don't have wells in Somalia. They couldn't figure out how to make wells. Okay? All right? Like, literally the shithole of shitholes. All right? So
I also had to,
are really
like, completely out of Hopefully added the fucking topic of the video. I'm pretty sure I did spend some time farming a lot of fucking cash on the PS4 version as well. I don't know how long it took, but I think it took a little bit as well. Don't know this is faster compared to the other one though. Because what I did beforehand was I went through the entirety of, I think it was chapter 5-3. Yeah, just go from the laboratory all the way up to Wesker's fucking fight. Yeah, I think that's what it was. And I managed to get like a lot of shit just from that. Mostly just because of the shit ton of wickers and the shit ton of bugs you can get during that. Right now, this is the best we can do for now, because we don't have anything fully upgraded to get the infinite ammo.
Mass producing doctors and engineers. I feel like we should be sending them to Somalia ASAP. All right, so this is my claim. This is my pitch. As someone that supports the sovereignty of Somalia, we should be sending all the Somalians back. Let me know in the comment section below if you like my analysis.
And so these vile comments and this sort of
or just truth. They just don't want to. They just a little too hurt to believe in.
Really is dangerous.
And it's a little too butthurt.
That's why if you look at the number of hate crimes that specifically Muslims have been getting in America, it's that 9% of all religious hate crimes are against Muslims. That's why it's Islamophobia. You know what else has 9% of religious hate crimes against them? Christians. That's right. Statistically, there is an equal amount of hate crimes against Muslims and Christians. I don't see people talking about Christophobia, where people are attacking Christians. For some reason, no one likes
Also, I'm pretty sure that Jews probably have way more crimes against them compared to fucking Islamists. But whatever.
70% are against Jews, by the way. In case anyone was counting. But no, obviously, it's super dangerous. That's why Somalians are literally getting hate crimes all over the place. They're not, but in her imaginary world, she likes the idea of, I guess, human shields. So she kind of wishes there were a little more hate crimes against Muslims so that she could run defense. Here's an interesting statistic, since I'm just whipping out all the numbers today because I am having way too good of a time. 89% of Somali families in the U.S. are on welfare.
Oh, interesting. So they're just taking fucking pity money. Interesting. And probably assume that that's all fucking tax money.
Which is why I have to say something I've said before. Now, do I think that repealing the 19th Amendment is definitely funny? All right? Do I think it's funny? Yes. Do I think it's feasible? Gonna happen within the next couple of years? No, I don't. My political stance is, will it be funny? I'm hoping we're all on the same page. All right, I'm glad we're here together. We need to literally set the system that taxpayers vote. If you're not paying taxes, you shouldn't have the right to vote. You're literally a fucking parasite. What are we doing? Why should you have the right to decide on how our country
makes sense, I guess. If you're not fucking contributing to the country, why the fuck should you... If you're not contributing to the country financially, why the fuck should you be contributing to the country in any other aspect?
Financial system. You know, Grok says it's only 81%. Great defense. Great defense. Only 81%.
No, it's just 8% less.
89 is for Somali families with children. So what's the problem? Says Liptord. Liptord says, what's the problem? The problem is this community fucking sucks. They suck.
Also, that's a waste of fucking tax money, buddy.
Dollars to go to people that we're importing that can't protect themselves or fend for themselves and need my money to live. All right, you should stay in Somalia. You know, literally enrich Somalian culture with your dollars. So anyway, I don't think people realize how bad humans have escaped this winnowing. At this point, they're actually tying in the politicians.
Ilhan Omar, Tim Walz, Attorney General Keith
$1 billion. Oh, lordy.
Between them and those directly involved in the fraud. For example, Ilhan Omar alleged enabling introducing the 2020 Meals Act, which was
so she introduced the act that ended up being a multi-billion-dollar fraud scam. Wow. She probably had nothing to do with that. That's probably not why she's worth tens of millions of dollars right now. We should look into this and deport her immediately.
Ultimately subject to fraud.
Dude, this is literally on the news. This isn't like some random fucking retard YouTuber like me. All right, this is on Fox News, actual news site. Oh my, you don't understand.
Actual news site, or the good ones? Always compared to like CNN or BBC?
Associations to the convicted individuals.
Or ABC.
And then there's Tim Walz, House Oversight Investigation role.
Right, he was the one that was making sure that
yeah, honestly, I think Fox, for all the shit that Fox News has has been getting for like the past few years. I think right now Fox News is the one that actually is showing most of the fucking proper information, at least compared to the other news.
Force the law in Minnesota, but instead,
not by much though.
He's getting donations after meeting with the Feeding Our Future representatives. The Feeding Our Future.
It's so funny though, because of all the fucking news sites that I've seen being mocked in the past, the one that I got the most shit was probably Fox News. And I think most of it just because of the Simpsons. Yeah, I remember back in like the older seasons, back in like the early 2010s, they made so many goddamn jokes about Fox News. They probably were a little bit different back then. I don't know. I don't know if they actually improved ever since, because I was never really into like politics back in the day. You know, when I was still fucking 10. I mean, nowadays I only follow news because mostly just because of Nux over here and other fucking content creators on YouTube that don't get fucking. They probably get hit with fucking bullshit fucking content strikes because you know, they're fucking telling stuff that most people don't like to hear.
Biggest known yet. Part of this entire fraud. Excuse me.
I can't believe the Zionists would do this.
Theft ring. Ilano.
So true, so true. They're literally stealing our tax dollars. Like, I'm joking around about it because justice is finally turning around. But this is absolutely frustrating as fuck. Like, if there was any other, like, if this was a white community or a Jewish community, or an Asian community, this would be literally fucking everywhere. This would be on every news channel, on left-wing and right-wing news. Meanwhile, CNN's head is in the sand. They don't even want to address it unless Ilhan Omar is directly there talking about how they're all doctors. So, a lot of people are... Why can't you understand, Chris? Tim Waltz is panicked now that the FBI raided a Somali health services building in Brilliant, Connecticut. This is actually crazy. Like, the FBI and the feds are just showing up and raiding random health services in Minnesota. Tim Waltz will never have unsoiled underwear ever again. Bro, look at this, man. They just roll in.
Just fucking taking everything.
Bring out the boxes, boys. We gotta catch some retards. The seriously retarded governor, Tim Waltz. He's fat and gay. Gay and fat. The first ever white male DEI hire. They wanted him to be...
Shouldn't they be censoring out the license plates though? Probably not the big deal, but whatever.
Gay. Not easy to be a gay fat retard like Tim Waltz.
I mean, it might be a little hard because this is like direct. This is like live news or whatever.
Why can't you understand?
Not the point though.
And the only reason why we know about this is because of Twitter. This is 118,000 years. That's the only reason why people know that this stuff is happening.
Oh, this guy.
Somali Omar Fateh, he was the one that ran for mayor, but he lost. He lost because... it's pretty hilarious, actually. He lost because his opponent ended up rallying the Somalian clans against him in an ancient blood war. Ancient blood feud between Somali clans, which is now deciding elections in Minnesota. Because that's, you know, American politics hasn't been retarded enough. We needed to import ancient Somali blood feuds to make society just a little smoother. So this dude, literally, in my opinion, he should go to jail for this, for obstruction of justice. But in my opinion, one of the major failings of the Trump administration thus far is the lack of imprisoning people that are obstructing justice. I think we need to start...
Hold on, my fucking thing is jumping when I'm not speaking. I think it's just hearing the goddamn video. Just hearing the audio from the video. I mean, hopefully that's a little better.
Start rolling out, roll out the tanks, bring out the guys with trank guns, and start fucking catching the guys that are literally protecting illegals.
Forgot about this. At least this spot keeps giving you rifle ammo. So you're probably you're never gonna run out of. It's not even inside the fucking boxes. You can just pick it up from the floor immediately.
What are we seeing?
President Trump has the full force of the federal government targeting the Somali.
Let's go!
At times, even American citizens.
That's a lie. That never happens.
But I want to let y'all know that it does not have to be this way, and that you
By American citizens, you mean illegal immigrants?
It doesn't have to be this way. You can deport yourselves.
want to run them by you.
So far, 1.9 million illegals self-deported. since Trump became president. That's right. I know. If you look at the actual deportation numbers, it doesn't show, but 1.9 million illegals self-deported since Trump became president. That's the official number according to the White House.
God, I wish that would happen in Europe as well. But we are very fucking cucked over here.
When ICE or an ICE agent comes to your door, you have the right not to open and to request information. You can ask for a judicial warrant that's signed by a judge. If they have a judicial warrant, not an administrative warrant. We saw that play out.
That's why ICE agents are going to start camping outside of people's homes and grabbing them when they're in the public sector, which is perfectly legal, by the way. They're not allowed to enter private property. They are, however, allowed to nab you in public without a warrant. They do not need a warrant. That is literally in the Constitution.
Earlier today, in the F building.
F building.
In the towers behind me.
What now?
The
what?
ICE agent came saying that they had a warrant to search the premises. Representative Mahmoud Noor, who did a great job.
Mahmoud, clearly a white Christian male, straight, obviously. Probably far right, national.
With them and saying that. Well,
yeah, probably.
So fast.
Never know.
There's
There's a lot of diversity in there. On there. On the fucking radicals, I guess.
Alright, so bro literally
goes back to his old job.
Goes back to his old job, yeah. So this guy's out here teaching his people how to literally avoid law enforcement. How to break the law and be here illegally. Now, interestingly enough, if you look at his actual page, and you'll notice he literally has a funding section over here from CARE. CARE,
why can't you understand,
is a designated terrorist organization in Florida, as well as a couple other states.
Florida?
As a designated terrorist organization in multiple areas of the Middle East. This is the Muslim
Interesting.
Brotherhood. Straight up Muslim Brotherhood funding, and that's who funds this guy. So anyway, just to make you understand who we're dealing with. 81% families in Minnesota are on welfare.
Oh, hi there, Peter. Doing good. Reaction video to illegal immigrants in the Resident Evil live stream, very interesting. I mean, we have to fucking watch something because right now we're fucking farming for treasures, and I always like watching Nux, because right now I think Nux and a fucking content creators I watch like Deza or the December or whatever, they tend to be very open on what's actually happening. Dez as in December, a Portuguese news fucker that I watch, does talk more about video game stuff. But with Nux, I think he just speaks more like politics in general. I've been watching his stuff for quite some time now.
Of Somali families are on welfare versus 21% of American families. Wow! Wow! It's almost like not all cultures are equal or something. Oh, but that's racist. You're not allowed to say that. All right. In order to cancel that racism, I'm going to show you a video about.
Also, yeah, I think I remember back when I was farming out. Well, I don't think I was farming. I was just playing some stuff with Scavengers Giants back in the day. I remember I got some shit because I just said that because I said that fucking Trump was a better option compared to fucking Kamala, and I fucking got some shit by some random dude. They were fucking seething, like, holy shit, dude. Hey, what up?
People discussing how a Somali raped a kid and then was released by a woke judge to rape another kid.
So now the feds are stepping in again. It's time to clean up a case involving a Somali man tied to multiple kidnappings and violent sexual assaults. The Minnesota prosecutors gave a sweetheart deal to.
What?
Newsmax crime correspondent Jason Terra has all the disturbing details. Good morning.
Okay.
Good morning, Mark and Charlotte. So cops in Minnesota were telling me, Jason, you've got to dig into this one. It's ugly. They weren't kidding. A guy allegedly kidnaps and rapes numerous women over a stretch of 8
Wait, hold on, what?
All the disturbing details. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Mark and Charlotte. So cops in Minnesota were telling me, Jason, you've got to dig into this one. It's ugly. They weren't kidding. A guy allegedly kidnaps and rapes numerous women over a stretch of 8 years.
All right.
Gets a plea.
8 years. Okay, Minnesota. Are we sure not talking about Andrew Tate or whatever? Or is that still allegedly?
that keeps him out of prison and then turns around and allegedly kidnaps and rapes another woman.
This is why there aren't a lot of Muslims in the Epstein files. They don't even need the Epstein files. They don't need an island. They don't need some secret island. They just need a woke judge to keep letting him rape more children. Isn't that great? Isn't it great to live in a society with woke judges?
Yeah, great.
Vagrant terrorists decide to rape your children because they're woke, and rape was legal in Somalia 5 years.
Also, this is not just a one-time thing. I think just on a random fucking video of Nux, he showed like a video on Twitter of a random fucking judge getting arrested because they were fucking letting in or just having like an illegal immigrant in their fucking house or whatever. A fucking judge was doing that shit in America. Like, holy shit. If that person was doing that, there's probably like a lot more of those fuckers doing the exact same shit.
Years ago, we should appreciate all cultures equally, guys.
Just a few months after that plea deal, it all starts in...
Oh, so let me get this straight. So you have this Somali guy, rapes a bunch of kids, gets arrested, goes to the judge. The judge gives him a plea deal. He doesn't even spend 1 day in prison. They let him back out, and then he rapes more kids. Interesting. Wow, interesting. Wow.
May 2024, when the Hennepin County DA's office...
I have no idea why, but it gives me the vibes of a reaction video with Subway Surfers in the background. I kind of see that. But I don't tend to do like reaction videos. It's just me just chilling out. I never want to do like reaction videos to this shit. If I ever want to do like my own content, I'm not gonna fucking do like reaction stuff, most likely. I don't know if that's ever gonna change in the future, but for now, if I ever do like go back to any YouTube stuff, I'm probably just gonna be just showing my own content and not just doing reaction shit. Because honestly, I think most VTubers nowadays just solely rely on just doing reaction stuff, and it's not a bad thing. It's just that it's so oversaturated. I'm just doing this shit just to chill out, because I already know that we're just farming some gold right now, and I just want to have something in the background while we do this.
It's the county Minneapolis sits in. Charges Abdullah Mohammed.
Yeah, chat, sorry. This is Racism Hour. For those of you that are unaware, we do this every couple of days. We have Racism Hour. It's when we let all our racism out.
Let's not talk about our racist past. Let's talk about our racist future. Let's go.
Like normal functioning citizens. But during today's Racism Hour, fuck this guy. Literally fuck this guy. Like, what are we doing?
With 6 offenses related to a serious sexual assault. Prosecutors say Mohammed met a woman on...
Mohammed! Police be upon him. That's a classic white supremacist name. You know, most white supremacists are named Mohammed these days. I don't know if you're aware. It's clearly a Zionist.
A very Christian name there.
A Zionist Hasidic Jew that did this. Yeah.
Or Jewish. Never know.
Korean name.
You never know.
Very popular name in Korea.
You got the DEI Jewish people over there. You got the DEI Jewish person over here.
These days, all the Korean immigrants named Mohammed, they're out there raping people, probably.
Planning to kill her or her sister if she didn't comply.
Wow.
But when police pulled Mohammed's DNA during the course...
Is it like Islamophobic to mention that this guy's name is Mohammed? Like, I feel like that's Islamophobic. I don't know if it is, though. Like, I don't know. I'm just...
I don't know. Is it really against... is it really racist to make a joke about a random Indian dude named fucking Karamasham? I don't know. Or Kumar. I think they're like the most common fucking Indian names. It's like making a Portuguese joke about a dude named fucking Maria or Pedro. Like there's common, or João. They're like common ass fucking names.
Just asking questions.
Especially Maria. Like there's so many fucking females in Portugal called Maria. Like holy shit, dude. Back in my fucking high school days, I had at least fucking 5 fucking Marias on my fucking on my class. Like god damn, dude, at the same fucking time. And it was like a class of like almost probably like 20 or 25 people.
A whole lot of cold cases.
Like I'm being too sarcastic today. Someone's gonna murder me on Twitter. Someone's gonna fucking kill me.
Weren't so cold.
This is a nightmare.
Authorities say his DNA matched a 2017 incident that involved a 15-year-old girl being kidnapped and raped at gunpoint. According to court documents,
Why can't you understand,
but instead of driving her to the location, kidnapped her. And orchestrating a graphic assault.
It's so weird that these societies became so much less safe.
Humans have escaped this winnowing
involving other Somali men in the car.
Right. And also, mind you, this is not just me getting to know this shit because of Nux. Because recently, I don't know if you guys have heard about this. Right, probably didn't know because I think you're European. But back in fucking the USA, in the US of A, just a few days ago, there was a fucking shooting that happened at fucking Brown University or whatever. It was like some random Muslims, or it was like some random dudes that fucking shot some kids. Meanwhile, on the same fucking perimeter, there was also a, I think it was like a Portuguese immigrant that shot another Portuguese immigrant that was a fucking teacher in the same university. I think I'll start counting how many times you say fucking. Yeah, I didn't have a mouse, a silver's mouth. But yeah, as I was saying, in the a Portuguese immigrant shot and killed a other Portuguese immigrant that was a teacher. I think it was a physics teacher. I don't remember exactly what the details were. It was just a teacher in the same university, and I don't think the news over here in Portugal ever said anything about the dude's ethnicity. But Nux, when he showed stuff on Twitter, said he was Jewish. Like the teacher was Jewish. He was also pro-Israel or whatever. And my guess is the other dude that shot him probably didn't like that. Probably. And mind you, this happened in America between two Portuguese immigrants. Like, holy shit, dude. Like, that was big news here in Portugal. There's a fucking Portuguese asshole that fucking shot another Portuguese person in America. Like, we got so much of that shit in the news like a few days ago.
Officials say Mohammed's DNA also tied him to another rape and kidnapping case in 2018.
No, this dude's DNA is in just a whole lot of little girls' vaginas. That's pretty crazy. Wow, that's wild. Wow. We should let him out of jail more times. Right? Can we fucking get rid of these woke judges already? Like, it's so frustrating that we need to live like this.
Involving a woman he also met on social media. So, you have multiple kidnappings.
Why can't you understand, Chris?
Huh?
He was allowed to plead guilty to lesser sexual assault charges with 2 victims. In return,
humans have escaped this winnowing
not to pursue charges for the assault of the 3rd victim.
So they gave him a deal.
Literally,
So they can just go on scot-free.
To rape our land, to steal our money, and to...
He himself didn't get the idea to plead guilty. They gave him the option. They told him if he did this, he would have a better deal. What the hell?
Diabolical that we need to live like
It's like they want him to be out of fucking prison.
Literally just calling this out makes you labeled a racist.
Kidnapping charge was also dismissed. In the end, Mohammed walked free.
Dude, all these judges need to get cooked. I mean, they will, eventually. Probably after they die, they will be cooking for a very long time in the place that we shall not name. They'll be cooking. Oh, they will be cooking. But I want them cooked in this world. All right, I don't really care, to be honest. All right, that's for God to judge. God can judge where they get cooked later. But here, I want them cooked here too.
I don't care. Let God sort them out later.
Why can't you understand, Chris?
Serial pedophile 1 day in prison. All right, and then the judges are going to say,
leave the survivors stronger.
Get out of here! This is insanity.
Humans have
As a result
escaped
of
this
that deal, Mark Charlotte, it is exactly what you would expect. Authorities say that just 3 months after pleading guilty to those lesser charges, now back in the street, Mohammed kidnapped another woman in September, drove
another one.
to a hotel.
Wait. When?
Kidnapped 3 months after pleading guilty to those lesser charges.
3 months after that, he kidnapped another one.
Now Back in the street, Mohammed kidnapped another woman in September, drove her about 70 miles to a hotel, held her captive for...
Held her captive for a week? No.
For 6 days.
Oh my God.
And then he raped her.
What a nightmare.
And even though Mohammed is now facing new state charges for this latest batch of offenses, the Justice Department isn't leaving his fate in the hands of the Hennepin County DA's office. So how that turned out. Federal prosecutors have stepped in and charged Mohammed with kidnapping, one involving a minor. And if he's convicted, he could be...
Why can't you understand, Chris?
It's crazy.
Why the fuck didn't he get life beforehand? Oh my god. Also, why is he still in the country? He should have gotten out of it by now.
For an anecdote at how justice has been handled in Minnesota. But the good news is, it's not going to be going on for much longer like this. First of all, mass deportations, which I think is a massive W. There's no other way to live. America can't survive without these mass deportations. It's becoming more and more obvious. But also, Tim Walz has to show up in Congress now to testify.
As for the Minnesota fraud, Congressman Comer tells Fox that he is prepared to subpoena Governor Walz to come in and testify before the House Oversight Committee if Walz doesn't cooperate with their investigation. Brad.
Bill, sometimes these things take time. What's the next step?
So you heard Congressman Comer talk about wanting to those bank records. He said specifically what he's looking for is called suspicious.
That's the trick. You just have to... I need to keep shooting that thing, then grabbing the fucking treasure, then reloading the checkpoint. Just keep doing that over and over again.
Why can't you understand?
It's happening! It's happening! The wheels of justice turn slowly.
Now you see why I had now you see why I had the video here. This can be quite boresome. This can be quite a bore, and you have to do this for quite some time.
Would be removed from power permanently. Over the past few
and go to jail.
Weeks, the Somali fraud story started off at around $1 billion, right? And that was bad enough.
Yeah, that's when I covered it. Look, I've been on top of the Somali story. Definitely subscribe for more updates. I love the Somali story. It's very, very nice because we all knew this was happening.
Yeah, especially when it gives them good views.
See, here's the thing. My racism was
from both his fans and haters.
Factual founded racism. My favorite. The best kind, honestly.
That quickly became billions. And then yesterday, that number skyrocketed. The U.S. attorney in Minnesota talking about a completely different scheme here, announcing state programs were targeted with fraud, and the state is absolutely swamped with these crimes, he says. The feds believe a significant amount of the $18 billion paid out by Medicaid to Minnesota programs was fraudulent. Prosecutors believe it could be as much as half of that $18 billion. So that
all that tax money that goes to Medicaid and goes to this stuff gets all stolen.
Potential fraud and some of that, much of that, stolen by Somalian refugees. People
You're not allowed to say that because that's obviously humans have escaped this.
Who begged for their lives.
Bro, we're not just moving the Overton window. We are nuking the Overton window.
To be allowed into your country and then thanked you by stealing a tremendous amount
of... I'm really glad we're all on the same page. Dude, people are really waking up to this en masse, which is why you're going to be sharing this video around with your friends and also subscribing in order to help this video skyrocket in views and likes.
Skyrocket.
Like and a positive comment. A positive comment with just some thinly veiled racism. Not too racist for like YouTube to pick up.
Not full on, but just enough to bypass the YouTube stuff.
That's the theme of the video. I'm sorry, man.
How many fucking shots does this thing take? Normally it only takes 2.
Nux, you're not being racist enough, alright? You're just talking about one specific Somali fraud ring. Well, don't worry, guys. I have a new Somali fraud ring to introduce you to. This...
It's the president. A second Somali fraud thing has hit the towers. Oh my god.
From Maine, ladies and gentlemen. She goes by Hijaba the Hut.
Humans have escaped this winnowing. Policies, how can the politics in Somalia can be, resonate what we have here in the United States, the democracy that we have.
What?
How can you help us, be a better country?
What do you mean, how could you help us? America's job is not helping you. All right, if we help you, that's very nice of us, but we don't need to do that. There's no obligation to do that. All right, you should be thanking. You should be groveling. All right?
Build back what we used to have back in long time ago. So hopefully...
Yeah, hot take. You never had it. You still live in mud huts, just like you've always lived in mud huts.
Well, nowadays you're spending more time on slightly more expensive mud huts, I guess.
Somalia was a glorious community back in
On, break.
the Bronze Age. Somalia flourished. Dog, you're still in the Bronze Age. I'm not trying to be rude here, all right? I don't need to go back to the Bronze Age to see it. I can see it today, and it looked like the Bronze Age. All right? Somalia never...
Bronze Age? Are you sure it wasn't anything less valuable than bronze?
During ancient Rome, they lived in huts a long time before that. They've been living in huts since huts were a thing.
Like just straight up iron?
We'll be able to have our country, our former country, Somalia.
I love how she corrects herself. Our country. Oops, I mean our foreign country. Bro, Somalia first is crazy. It's crazy. She out here, the Ben Shapiro of Somalia. Oh my God. Somalian main state representative, Deka Halak. I prefer Hijab the Hutt, for those of you that want to pronounce it correctly. But dude, get them out! Let them go! Bro, we literally imported pirates into our country! We imported pirate culture in here, man. Are we crazy? Yes. Are we suicidal? Yes. So
Where the hell's Captain Philip when you need him?
Somalian woman screaming about, you know, generic lovely things. Now, this is to everyone that believes that diversity is our strength.
The hell, she doing some TikToks in the middle of the road?
Don't you want her as a neighbor? Man, I wish I could have her as a neighbor. Man, I would love to be trying to drive.
Oh my god, she fucking doing some TikToks in the middle of the road? Oh my god.
No, actually, humans have escaped states. It's very important. We need it. You can leave.
Fuck ICE! Fuck Donald Trump!
Isn't it amazing? We import people and then they just hate our president. Isn't that crazy? Like the democratically elected president, we import people that are literally trying to insurrect against our president that was democratically elected by the people. Now the thing is, she comes from a shithole tyrant-style regime. So I mean, obviously she doesn't.
You don't say.
The whole democracy thing, probably.
Don't show them anything!
Get the fuck out of here. More whistles.
You need to leave. You're not welcome. Get the fuck out of here.
What does that mean? You're not welcome? Not welcome? It's a public road. It's a public street. Not welcome. Excuse me. Excuse you.
I thought everyone was welcome. I thought everyone was welcome.
You was ICE? Diversity is our.
Are you ICE?
Leave. I'm really glad we're learning.
Why can't you understand, Chris?
Yeah, this is like broad daylight as well.
Where are you from?
Humans have
Where are you from?
this winnowing.
Wow.
Not saying anything. Not saying much, huh?
What do you mean? This is just classic Americans. When I look at these people,
Spitting it off.
When I see this, I think America. Don't you? Don't you think America when you see this? I'm sure there were a couple of these in the Revolutionary War.
Spitting at officers, blocking traffic.
Isn't blocking the road like a felony or whatever?
Against immigration when the immigrants assimilate. I'm not. And they're a positive on the country. I am against immigration when the immigrants don't assimilate and are a net negative on the country. Have I made myself clear?
Shit, I just...
Oh, is this the fucking meme? The meme himself?
But yeah, anyway, so...
Yeah, I think I recognize that dude's face.
Why can't you understand, Chris?
So,
natural selection leaves the survivors stronger
and because Tim Waltz is obviously not winning again.
Humans have escaped this.
Is over, and honestly, he might be in jail. So definitely,
Maybe.
in the world of politics,
We'll see about that.
Trump endorsed the next person that he wants to take over.
You know who's running for governor? Mike Lindell. Do we like Mike Lindell?
Mike Lindell, ladies and gentlemen. So, check this out. Tim Waltz decided to tweet this. Meet Donald Trump's pick for governor of Minnesota. And then he has a little highlight reel for how this Mike guy is actually kind of gay and pathetic.
Do people know you as the Mike Pillow guy, blah, blah, blah.
Uniparty, the deep state globalists, and the media tried to completely bury the truth about the 2020 election.
Fact check. True. They literally stole Georgia. This was proven last week. So no, he was right about that one.
You didn't do an audit to match them up, though.
Audited against the machine.
No, they weren't.
What's with the French music though?
No, they weren't. Who told you that? The county officials. Oh, didn't tell you that?
Yeah, this was a tweet from Tim Waltz himself.
Widespread fraud in the election, whether it's local election officials, secretaries of state, judges, or even Donald Trump's own attorney general, Mike Lindell's conclusion is the same. They are all wrong.
No, they're not lumpy.
All right, so in conclusion, either he is correct, because there was some fraud. I don't know if it was enough fraud to...
And the best part is that when such people are deported to their countries of origin, for example, in Europe, they suddenly Germany's like, you're welcome here, you can continue where you left off. Oh, yeah. Like, Europe is so fucking cucked with that shit, it's crazy. Like, why can't we have someone just on the UN that's just as batshit insane crazy against, like, immigration, like Trump, or the Prime Minister of Japan right now? Because I think the Prime Minister of Japan is also very against immigration. Because Japan also got hit with that shit too. With the... it wasn't just the Muslims, because although there are a couple Muslims in Japan as well, I think it's also just like the people from Africa as well in there too. They were just causing a lot of shit. And not just Johnny Somali stuff. I mean, just random fucking black people, probably from like Africa or some shit, that are causing like so much shit and causing so much trash, or just people from other countries in general, just throw trash everywhere. Like I saw a video of some random person, like that was an immigrant that lived in Japan for quite some time, that probably settled there, was married with a Japanese person, and they just made a video about like some random town in Japan that was just filled with graffiti and trash everywhere because of just random fucking immigrants that fucking constantly throw shit everywhere. Like, it's crazy. And it's probably even way worse in Europe right now, especially in like the United Kingdom or France. Yeah, France is like way worse. I don't know how much in Germany. I think Germany's also pretty bad with that. Portugal, I've heard some stuff. It's not perfect in Portugal too, but it's nowhere near as bad as like in UK, where you get arrested the second you fucking get you say some random shit against Islam or whatever. There's literally no free speech on that fucking country. And France, there's just a lot of those quote-unquote what's the term? Doctors and engineers just randomly selling shit near the Eiffel Tower, trying to fucking scam you. Like, it was... Back in the day, it was also... There was still some of those guys, but nowadays it's just way more. And you're gonna get lucky if they don't end up stabbing you, like on broad daylight, when they know the fucking police ain't gonna do shit about it.
Actually turned the election, but there was definitely some fraud. So either he is correct, all right, that's one option. The other option is he's just a regular ass guy with an opinion. All right, these are the two options. It's actually pretty simple. Either he's a regular ass guy with an opinion, that's a wrong one, or he is correct about his opinion. Those are the only two options. I'm not exactly seeing like the issue here. So yeah, a real American, someone who has respect and credibility and says what he believes.
Shoot.
As opposed
Dude,
to guys
what is with this? Come on. No, there we go. I was taking so long.
Yeah, we'll pick that guy any day of the week. Hope Waltz, that's the daughter of Tim Waltz. Hope Waltz questioned Trump's order on transgender athletes in women's sports. How dare Trump want to ban transgender?
Why can't you understand?
Yeah, this whole thing. So, I think recently there was a law that recently they made so that they made illegal to give kids transgender surgeries or whatever. And way before that, there was some shit about sports letting transgender people be part of like women's sports or whatever. Like a quote-unquote man pretending to be a woman goes into like the women's sports and absolutely fucking demolishes women on like boxing or other athletes in other sports, and they're just making sure that you know, women don't get their fucking head clobbered because you know, men tend to be biologically stronger compared to women, and they don't want to see fucking women getting their brains blown out, like in fucking public.
Obviously, the left actually hates women more than the right these days. You know, people on the right, people on the right don't want women to have the right to vote. All right, people on the left want women to abort their children, chop their penises off the men to turn them into children, and then turn them into women and throw those people into women's sports and women's bathrooms to abuse more women. So personally, I'll take the radical right over the radical left any day on this one. Anyway, so.
Awesome. Recently, I just figured out something that I never noticed beforehand with the trans stuff. Like most of the time when I see like news about some fucking deranged trans person that either fucking goes after kids or just shoots someone, it's always a dude pretending to be a woman. It's never a woman pretending to be a man. It's always the first option. And I was like, why is that? Like, like women that want to be men, that's a thing. It happens. But why is when new shit happens, it's always just men that want to be women? Maybe it's just because with they probably have better chances of getting attention of kids because they probably feel more what's the word? Not confident. Relaxed in the near women instead of near men. I don't know. It could be that. I don't know. The whole trans shit has also been an absolute clusterfuck too.
This is Tim Walz crying about being called retarded by Donald Trump.
True. This creates danger.
It's dangerous that he was called retarded by Donald Trump. Donald Trump called him, quote, the seriously retarded governor of Minnesota, Tim Walz. Greatest line ever written in the history of Twitter.
And I'll tell you what, in my time on this.
I mean, depending on the context, the dude was too much of a dumb fuck to get scammed by Somali people, or he was in on it.
You got to call Trump Hitler for 4 years, and now someone called you retarded?
So, with Tim Walz, it's either two options, or A, he was being part of a Somali scam, or B, he's a dumb fuck and Trump is right. So either A, he's going to jail, or B, he made Trump correct. He could be one of those two.
Crying on stage like a little bitch. Bro, I think you're retarded.
In front of people. This is shameful.
And
I have yet to see an elected official, a Republican elected official, say you're right. That's shameful.
Bro,
see how many are
literally, laughed
15.
at Charlie
Right,
Kirk
not
was
bad.
assassinated. Literally laughed that Donald Trump is dying one day. This is what Tim Walz said. Laughed that people are firebombing Teslas and throwing bricks at police officers and shooting at ICE agents and endorse violence in all those areas. They'll call.
Yeah, I remember that too as well with the whole Tesla shit. I was almost. Was it almost a year ago? I don't know. I remember like almost a year ago when Trump was just barely was president, where people was just losing their shit over Elon having like a cooperating with Trump, where they just want to fucking start destroying Teslas. Like I saw some shit. Like random people just were feeding the fucking swastikas onto Teslas, or just literally fucking torching them, like full on throw a fucking Molotov cocktail to a car, see that fucking thing burn. It wasn't just the cars, it was just full on fucking cars, full on car stands, where there's like a shit ton of those. Just completely torched the hell and back. Like the whole thing with Tesla and Elon Musk went super fucking crazy, and a lot of people support that shit for some fucking reason, just because they hate Trump. It's solely because of that. They can't fucking think for themselves, and all I see is just Trump bad.
Trump and every person that voted for Trump, Nazis and fascists and Hitlerites and all that shit. But someone called him retarded, and he literally is waiting for every single Republican to come out and condemn it. Well, I, for one, endorsed calling Tim Walz a retard. Signed, me.
he should not say it. So look, I'm worried. We know how these things go. They start with taunts, they turn to violence. So
this dude literally endorses violence against ICE agents and stuff like that, and Teslas and all that shit. He literally endorses that. He literally constantly talks about how he wants to bully Donald Trump and stuff like that, and punch him in the face and punch a Nazi, and Trump's a Nazi, and his supporters are Nazis, and punch Nazis. Why? Bro, he doesn't call you a Nazi. I mean, he thinks you're a Nazi. He calls you a Nazi because he wants to justify your murder.
Because you want you dead. It's what we call a lazy threat.
Bro, this dude's been having a generational meltdown. It's pretty insane.
Because you're Nazi, so that other people can fucking shoot you in the fucking brains. It's what we call a lazy threat, because they're hoping that someone else does a job for them.
Like, this dude literally just blathering and crying in public.
look, who's ever in charge, and I said, unlike
you're in charge.
The president, I'm the governor now. This, whether these programs happened before we got here or afterwards,
they didn't. They happened after you got there.
It doesn't matter. We're here now.
All right, you were here and you were there when it happened.
Now we're the ones fixing it.
You're not fixing it. You're literally there overseeing it while it's happening.
I guarantee on this is that I certainly will have this thing fixed. And
sure you will.
Public issue and
sure you will, buddy.
You were talking about it. Now you're getting it fixed. But while it was going on and $18 billion disappeared, then you didn't want it fixed. But now you want it fixed.
See that we're on the front end of it. That's how this works. And so, would I have wanted to stop this? Would I have gone out? You know, if you think the governor goes out and checks somebody on Medicaid and if they were there, no. That's
so you just didn't know that this was going on. You were literally just completely outsmarted and fooled by
humans have escaped this winnowing.
All right.
Somebody in government needed to do that, and if they didn't do that, or if
something got fucking deleted though. Probably typing some stuff in German. Yeah, let's see about that. Oh, our society is like that. It seems so, but at least it's getting a little bit better. At least in America. In Europe, I'm not so sure. I just hope that at some point, I doubt it's ever gonna happen, but hopefully at some point, the pendulum swings the other way and someone with fucking common sense finally gets into power and just starts cleaning up shit. Like what Trump did after the Biden administration. Like, I really hope someone does that at some point. But it's probably not gonna happen anytime soon, and it's such a fucking shame. Because I hear so much shit about the immigration, not just back in the day in Portugal. I hear so much shit about the immigration in terms of like the Brazilians. Like, the Brazilians are nothing compared to like Africans or Islamists fucking getting into our countries and just fucking shit up for the rest of us. Like, I'll take 100 Brazilians compared to just one fucking Somalian or Islamist. Like, I'll take 100 of fucking Brazilians compared to just one of those fuckers. Because at least they don't fucking do shit. At least that I'm aware of.
if there were loopholes in this, and what we found is these are poorly written, and it left openings, and the goal was to get the money out. We'll fix that. But
yeah, that's fine. At least you didn't fucking see. At least you didn't. I was able to fucking translate just fine. But yeah, that's our society right now.
Is you're seeing a weaponization. We'll continue to fix it.
Oh, it's a weapon. Trump is weaponizing the government against an $18 billion scam. Literally, that happened under your nose, whether you knew it or not. Get out of here with this victim shit. I can't stand the leftoid.
Oh, sorry. Forgot to fucking do that.
They're pathetic. They're like,
yeah, it's fine. At least it was just the audio. At least you still got the audio there.
It's crazy. It's unreal. By the way, a lot of Minnesota lawmakers have been talking about how they've allegedly been getting threatened by Tim Walz.
Oh, interesting. Like the red threats, not the fucking bullshit that he does to Trump, where he just hopes that someone else does it.
By a guy who was an appointee of Tim Walz in the past. Now, I'm not saying Tim Walz had anything to do with that.
Hey, hold on, let me just hear that again.
Victim shit. I can't stand the leftoids. They're pathetic. They're like, look at this manlet. Look at this absolute manlet cuck. It's crazy. It's unreal. By the way, a lot of Minnesota lawmakers have been talking about how they've allegedly been getting threatened by Tim Walz. And I believe them. I personally believe them. Melissa Hortman was murdered. She was a Democratic lawmaker in Minnesota. She was murdered by a guy who was an appointee of Tim Walz in the past. Now, I'm not saying Tim Walz had anything to do with that, but I am saying that she was the one Democratic lawmaker that voted against giving free shit to illegal aliens.
Yeah, I heard that too. She was like the only one that was not full on fucking on being a liberal or just doing the liberal stuff, typical liberal stuff. The one is just, that's the thing with these types of people. Even if you do your best to support their beliefs, even if you don't support that shit, you just say, oh, it's fine, don't worry about it. Just you do you, it's fine. All it takes is just you being against just one tiny little thing, and they will fucking eat you alive. They have no mercy, even for their own goddamn people. All it takes is just one little fuse, and the whole fucking house goes kablooey.
And then she found herself assassinated by a guy that was appointed by Tim Walz. Now, everyone's trying to pin that on right-wing violence. That's fucking retarded. I don't know if Tim Walz was involved in that, but I will be very happy when this guy's behind bars. Because my personal gut feeling is that he wasn't not behind it. That's my personal gut feeling. So anyway, Tim Walz got called out on a generational run.
On good old Fox News, alright.
Stephen Miller. Alright, so Stephen Miller went on Fox News, not CNN, because he's been banned from CNN because apparently he's too based. This is true, by the way. CNN
Wait, who?
On a generational run by everyone's favorite bald Jew, Stephen Miller. Alright, so Stephen Miller went on Fox News, not CNN, because he's been banned from CNN because apparently he's too based. This is true.
Oh, great. So CNN bans this dude from being able to just say anything on their platform. Great. Right, because they just love fucking doing that shit to anyone that doesn't say the same fucking bullshit as they do, that people that aren't part of their fucking echo chamber.
True, by the way. CNN officially banned Stephen Miller from coming onto CNN because he's too scary. So anyway, so now they bring him on Fox News instead, and he's just even more unleashed than usual.
First of all, regarding the situation in Minnesota, and by the way, not just Minnesota, we have Somali refugees that were dumped here by Democrats in Ohio and Massachusetts.
Oh, shoot!
You got the Ohio is.
We should not be shocked when you import a population whose primary occupation is pirate.
I love how honest he is. I love how honest he is, man. Let me get this straight. We imported people who are known as pirates.
That they are going to come here and steal everything we have. Somalia has this giant coastline, and the only industry they have created after hundreds of years is piracy. Yeah.
Come on, dude.
Anyone going through.
Oh my God, he's being racist. We should ban him from CNN. He's a Nazi. He's a fascist.
Gavin Newsom, by the way, called him a Nazi.
Yeah,
Newsom,
typical.
Governor of California, called this guy a Nazi. He's just completely right. He's just completely right.
Who has actually built something has made. So yes, the pirates have stolen all of our money, and they have to go home, Jesse. That's the situation we're in.
What the hell is Sheva doing with goddamn sniper rifle ammo? What the hell?
Are after him.
Fuck that bitch doing with that rifle ammo.
And it's unfair, Miller.
So he's presided over this corrupt, incompetent
Give me that.
loser has presided
shit.
over the largest theft of American taxpayer dollars in history. It's never been equaled before. The amount of money that's been stolen is larger than the entire GDP of Somalia.
Crazy metric. That's a crazy stat. Bro, that's a wild juxtaposition.
Yeah.
Yo!
Why is my goddamn PNG still goddamn jumping when I'm not speaking?
Oh my.
In other words,
Yes, my fucking god, the Discord shit is so fucking sensitive, it's crazy. Because it gets the audio from the video, and it thinks that I'm the one speaking.
Somalians they brought here have thefted more than all the Somalians in Somalia have ever created for themselves in all the time.
Let's see if that's better.
We literally imported pirates. They're stealing our booty, and they've stolen.
I mean, if I wanted to, I could be using headphones, but that shit starts hurting my ears after a while.
Bro, this is diabolical.
So there needs to be a lot of people going to jail, and I can promise you that
lots of people going to jail. That's what I like to hear. I want to see it. I want to see it.
Hell yeah.
Not a lot of jail. Let's go.
Justice actually being used properly. That's cool.
That is commensurate in force and in purpose with the scope, scale, size, and magnitude of this controversy.
Okay, so they just doubled their GDP thanks to tampon. Way to go. So the commie boot
Well,
camp,
supposedly.
sometimes
They don't fucking all wasted on random shit.
Is that a concern to you, Mr. Miller?
Well,
Yeah, okay, so you can't shoot this thing in just one shot, huh? I think it's probably like some sort of sweet spot you have to hit.
Speaking of Somalia retards, this is a crazy vote that's coming in. It's gonna happen.
Ooh.
It's inevitably gonna happen.
Why can't you understand, Chris?
A vote to expel Representative Congresswoman Ilhan Omar from Congress. Florida Representative Randy Fine. Bro, this guy's
have escaped this
whole axiom that he is actively considering a privileged resolution to expel Minnesota Representative Ilhan Omar, which would need a 2/3 House majority to pass. The push to follow Fine's criticism of Omar's statements as anti-Semitic. What? And her counterclaims labeling his genocidal rhetoric. All right. Amid this is just.
That's one thing that I never fucking got. I never thought about this before, but now that I think about it, it just makes zero fucking sense. Why are you letting immigrants be part of the fucking Congress? Like, why are you letting that shit slide? If people that should only be part of a country's Congress should be the people that were born in that country. Yeah, people that were born in that country should only be part of that country's Congress. Why are you letting fucking immigrants fucking be part of that shit? It makes no fucking sense.
Classic Jew versus Muslim turf war. That's what we got here. Except the Jew is an American that's honestly acting like an American, and the Muslim is literally here to pillage our land. That's pretty awesome. It's pretty great.
Yeah, I think I found a sweet spot for that.
Allegations of immigration fraud and Minnesota welfare schemes. Unproven, sure. Omar denies all ties and calls scrutiny racist.
Why can't you understand,
Bro, they gotta
Chris?
get her out. They gotta remove her! Crazy conversation. I am excited. Hell yeah, dude. Let's do it. Now, I want to wrap up the video with some interesting speculation. Do you really think Minnesota... So right now, this Minnesota...
Yeah, you think it's just Minnesota doing fucking scams with immigrants? It's probably just most of the fucking... Maybe like at least half of the blue states in America that doing that shit probably.
That's ever been exposed so far. But this is also basically the only state that's been looked into this deeply right now.
Yep.
What's California hiding?
Yeah, California is probably gonna be way fucking worse. We're only figuring out about the Minnesota stuff right now just because it got caught. There's probably way worse shit happening, especially in fucking California right now, that we just don't know of.
Because California is the actual cesspool, all right? So this is, as you can see, Gavin Newsom walking among the shit. The fraud in California is probably also insane. Gavin Newsom spent $24 billion to end homelessness, just on homelessness. Forget all the vaccines.
There we go. I figured out the sweet spot for that thing.
All right, just on homelessness, they spent $24 billion, and homelessness actually increased by 35,000 people. So they spent $24 billion to end homelessness.
So they spend money to fix the problem, and after that the problem gets worse. Where did the money go? What? This shit. 24 billion. Just gone like that. What?
And homelessness increased. It's not that they didn't put a dent in it. There's literally more homeless people than before. Where did the 24 billion go? Now, in my opinion, and Elon Musk co-signs this, he agrees with this, I think that the biggest fraud in all of America is happening in California. And the crazy thing is, I think that we're actually going to start looking into all these states and see exactly what all these states are doing and how all these foreigners, from all these different areas that are able to get away with so much stuff because they're not technically citizens, are probably committing unbelievable fraud. I think California is going to get exposed big time. And the crazy thing is, the Democrats want Gavin Newsom to run for president in 2028. They are going to fucking lampoon.
Yeah, California's suspect with that shit.
Today's Racism Hour. Thanks for being here. Racism 45 minutes.
I'm pretty sure even in California, they found out about random fucking truck drivers that didn't even have proper licenses to drive trucks. Like, that was just found out like a few months back. ICE arrested a bunch of, I don't know if you like Islamists or Indian dudes or whatever. They just were driving trucks without licenses. How?
I'll have to make up for the fact that it was only 45 minutes of racism with another extra additional racism episode this week. Definitely subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. But for now,
like, you need a specific fucking license to drive trucks. You can't just drive a fucking car and then be able to drive another truck. Then yeah, there has to be a specific one to drive trucks, and they don't have that shit. What the fuck? Like, something's up there.
Get them out. Get them out. Shake in your boots. Quiver. Get your butt quivering because Tim Waltz.
Why can't you understand?
Your butt's gonna need to be real flexible.
Natural selection leaves the survivor strong.
Wait, damn it, going the wrong way. I was trying to stop the pause the video there. Oh my god, I almost got fucking tossed. Alright, what else do we have here? We still have like half an hour left. Let's see, what else we have here? I just want to keep getting the news. Yeah. Alright. Let's get into this one. This one is not politics related. This is more about RAM stuff and AI.
To 2000.
Because recently the price of RAM has exponentially increased because companies are just buying that shit in bulk for AI.
2026, I wish I could tell you that next year things are gonna look up, but given the DRAM shortage situation caused by the mass demand from AI servers and the way that's gonna jack up prices for
because nowadays everything needs to have a fucking AI thing.
Gaming devices due to the fact that demand is far exceeding supply as a result.
Like your fucking headphones, they can't just be plugged into your computer and fucking work. No, you also it needs to have a fucking app to goddamn work. Like, what the hell, man? I don't need an app to wear fucking headphones.
Of the vast majority of that demand coming from AI companies who are hoarding DRAM, 2026 and beyond are looking to be like thoroughly messed up when it comes to how consumer electronic products will be priced and how difficult it'll be and how much less accessible they'll be thanks to AI. And I've already covered this topic in 3 past videos. There's this one right here talking about just when we started getting rumblings
good views as well.
DRAM prices going up and how this will impact console and PC prices moving forward. Then I released another video that discussed how OpenAI specifically screwed all of us over by engaging in this deal with Samsung and HK Hynix, 2 of the biggest suppliers of RAM, essentially buying out 40% of their entire RAM supply. And that's what kind of kickstarted the mass panic and the mass hoarding of RAM because of AI competitors who, you know, kind of fear what OpenAI might be up to, especially with them hoarding all this RAM. And then there is this video right here discussing how another one of the biggest...
Yeah, it seems like he always tends to get at least like 100k. At least on this topic.
Abandoned the consumer business.
And these are like very old ass videos by now. Like 2 weeks old though.
And so what has happened since? What is the outlook looking like? Well, in terms of what RAM prices are looking at right now, here we have an example that somebody highlighted. Corsair Vengeance RGB 64 gigabytes of DDR5.
$1,000 on that?
2 sticks of 32 gigabytes. That is now...
Bruh, you can buy a fucking PS5 Pro and an extra controller just on that. No, wait. You can get a PS5 Pro with the fucking disk drive and still have spare cash to buy like a fucking sandwich or something, compared to just one piece of fucking RAM here. What the hell?
$900. And I actually went to the specific listing to look at the price history, and you can see right here that from September to December, the price jump has been...
Although I would not recommend getting a PS5 Pro. That thing's an absolute fucking waste of money. Just get a regular PS5 Pro, especially if you don't have a 4K TV.
Astronomical. We're looking at a product that once upon a time was in the high $200, and we have seen those prices skyrocket so much as a result of these shortages that we even saw prices go up as high as $950, with it currently sitting at a little over $900, $906.
Yeah, look at that. Just a few months ago, it was only like, oh, I don't know, not half, not, it was like divided by 4, maybe 5. It was like probably $300. The same thing. Now it's triple the fucking price. What the hell?
That's almost 4 times the price that this product was originally. That's where we're
4 times worse. Oh
we're
god.
Looking at a situation where RAM is as expensive as what PCs can
Thank
cost.
God that
the impact of this DRAM
Thank God that I fucking upgraded my PC early on this year.
Of this variety, you know, whether it's SSDs
my guess is the same.
Cards, and already we're seeing
rebuilt PC probably would have been twice the price by now.
Reports from Nvidia that they are about to fuck over consumers even more by planning to reduce RTX 50 production by up to 40% in early 2026. GPU supply in general is about to tank significantly, especially because it's difficult to accrue DRAM required for this particular component. All the while, demand is staying the same, if not increasing. And when demand far exceeds supply, what you get are price hikes to compensate for the fact that there's just not enough supply to meet that demand, because that supply has been hoarded by a very powerful few. And so people are highlighting how AI Bros killing PC gaming is some kind of bizarre cosmic comedy. And, you know, this kind of stuff is going viral online with people in disbelief at how utterly fucked
Scissors. You're gonna got a fucking axe to break that thing? Because Scissors ain't gonna be doing shit.
And the real kicker is that even the corporations themselves are coming out and talking about how long this shortage of RAM and price inflation will last. You know, people were hoping that this was, you know, very temporary and that this is something that will end sooner rather than later, but nope. Right here we have Exerto reporting that Micron has warned that RAM shortages will end up lasting well beyond 2026, knowing that more memory is essential for the AI experience. Here's specifically what Micron CEO had to say.
Yeah, because nowadays everything needs to be fucking AI.
Highlighted that Sanjay Mehrotra, who is Micron CEO, issued a statement directly during the company's latest earnings call stating, quote, sustained and strong industry demand along with supply constraints are contributing to tight market conditions, and we expect these conditions to persist beyond calendar 2026. Over the last few months, our customers' AI data center build-out plans have driven sharp increase in demand forecasts for memory and storage. We believe that the aggregate industry supply will remain substantially short of the demand for the foreseeable future. And that's the thing. Instead of spreading the love of RAM to as many customers
like, a few months?
Possible, the customer that matters to these companies most are these companies who are building huge AI data centers, because they are buying RAM en masse at a level that makes it a lot more profitable for companies like Micron to just work with those AI data centers and sell as much RAM as possible and generate as much revenue for the sake of corporate agendas involving, you know, pleasing the shareholders and giving investors confidence to invest further and allowing their company to rise in the ranks. Even though companies like Micron know that selling most of their RAM to AI companies will completely fuck over customers, the end result is that they get to make more money faster. And
yeah, they're only thinking short term.
Screw the
where later on,
the statement continues together. These demand and supply
later on, they're not gonna get as much profit because the prices are just too high.
We expect tightness to persist through and beyond calendar of 2026. This comes in shortly after they announced that they're exiting the crucial
that's the thing with most companies. They only think short term.
Brand of Micron's that is focused on delivering consumer level RAM. And Micron being the third largest supplier of RAM in the world, them exiting the consumer business means that the shortage is just going to get that much worse, especially when combined with the fact that the other two largest RAM suppliers who supply RAM at an even higher level than Micron, Samsung, and SK Hynix have also signaled that constraints are likely to continue as they continue to make the choice to prioritize AI companies and supplying hordes of RAM to AI data centers, seeking short-term financial gains and engaging in this gold rush of selling RAM, even if it means long-term consequences. It's just corporate greed at its finest,
again,
and all this
they
is gonna
only
be
see the short profit that they get early on.
Engaging in this practice of prioritizing AI companies.
They don't give a damn if they ain't gonna get shit later on.
Surging memory prices. Micron right here reported that they did record numbers, reporting a record revenue of $13.6 billion for the first quarter of its financial year, September through November, growing 57% year over year and 21% quarter over quarter, according to the company's earning release. That right there says it all. That's what it's been all about, getting the numbers up and
the numbers,
real
Mason.
Customers who
You're
are
talking about the
the
numbers.
investors by selling their RAM to their most profitable and their most lucrative customers, the specific few AI companies and AI data centers. And all the while, we're seeing major RAM manufacturers like Samsung not only also playing the same game, but getting to that point where, because of the shortage that AI is causing for RAM, they also are increasing prices for DDR5 RAM, with recent reports highlighting how we could be seeing price increases of over 100% in the short term. And then in the long-term future, who knows how much more prices will go up. And for gaming in particular, what that means is that for current devices like Xbox Series and PlayStation 5,
yeah, because those things also require RAM.
Once their respective companies run out of the supply of manufactured consoles that were made when RAM prices were significantly lower, they will have to significantly jack up the prices of those gaming consoles. What that means is that for upcoming devices like Steam Machine, there'll have to be a lot of considerations about its price point, and we'll likely see a higher price point than we would have normally seen had this RAM situation not happened the way it did. Had RAM prices remained the same, had this RAM shortage and massive RAM inflation had not occurred as a result of AI companies hoarding. And if indeed this whole situation will last well beyond 2026, to the point where these kinds of price increases will still remain when, companies are thinking about their next-gen consoles, what that means is that PlayStation 6 will likely end up being significantly more expensive than it would have otherwise been. The next,
and mind you, the PS5 was already somewhat expensive.
Is especially
like very much expensive. The PS5 didn't really get any price decreases. If anything, it got a fucking price increase.
Price inflation. A lot of companies tend to have a stockpile, a war chest of RAM available to ride out situations like these. Microsoft seemingly didn't have that, so that's probably going to be among the companies that's going to be most impacted by this RAM shortage and the RAM price hike. As far as the biggest manufacturers of gaming hardware are concerned, Microsoft is among the ones that are in most trouble, whereas there are reports that PlayStation and Sony are well prepared with a significant war chest of RAM supply to be able to ride out this wave a little more. But even Sony and PlayStation eventually will run out if this situation persists, and the current prediction is that it will persist well beyond 2026. Things that are normally a lot more financially accessible, like computers and gaming dedicated consoles and whatnot, are about to become something that only a higher class.
Nope. No, it's still things that I'm the one speaking.
People will really be able to afford at a reasonable level, and all this is without.
Yeah, the fucking thing still thinks that I'm the one speaking, but I'm not the one speaking. Just here's the fucking video audio. Like, I don't know, the fucking Discord shit is so goddamn... The fucking Discord is so goddamn sensitive with the fucking audio. I need to like constantly increase the damn thing because it always listens to... It always gets the audio of the video, not when I speak. When I speak, yeah. And now when I speak very low, it doesn't fucking say shit. That's the problem.
Considering the myriad other ways in which AI is harmful to society, whether it's...
What about like this?
Its negative environmental impact that it's being discussed as researchers look into the consequences of AI becoming such a prominent part of society.
Not worse. Maybe I just need to lower the fucking... Yeah, maybe I just need to lower the video itself. I don't know.
That's without mentioning all of the deepfakes and misinformation that has become prevalent as a result of AI becoming such a powerful tool.
That I had to really lower the fucking audio.
When in reality, AI, you know, it doesn't function well.
At least on my end.
A truly reliable source.
On your end, it's the same. It's just I decreased the audio on my PC.
Images and videos that are entirely made up, that are entirely fake. And so we're starting to see legislators scrambling to implement laws and rules and legislations that will help combat this. There are also the ethical questions of how generative AI in particular works, with how it basically is trained on artwork that people didn't give permission for that technology to be trained on, and what it ultimately outputs, a lot of people are perceiving to be essentially stolen work from artists, especially because oftentimes when you look at AI-generated artwork,
right, it's just take reference from other people's work.
AI artwork stole from. So, for example, right here we have this individual saying, "Can you believe the stunning visual was created by AI?" And it's essentially
it's like just a fucking scene from a Marvel movie.
It's not really anything new. Sure, like there are differences. But when you look at the source material, which is this scene right here from Iron Man 2, I mean, it's apparent that that is basically stolen work, except the homework got changed a little bit. The references that AI draws from doesn't ultimately lead to like unique creations, but it's just a regurgitation.
It's just the same thing, just slightly
recently
different.
With Call of Duty Black Ops 7, we saw that it was.
And oh yeah, the fucking Call of Duty shit where they use the fucking Studio Ghibli fucking art style. It's so blatant.
Was, you know, turned into AI, and this is what it spit out. This is straight up just
that shit is so blatant.
Visual identity being stolen.
They have zero fucking shame.
Implemented into a game that is part of a multi-billion-dollar franchise, and this is how corporations choose to use AI, not for the betterment of society, but to take shortcuts, to cut costs, to not hire people, and ultimately to output slop that is of low quality, just a complete disregard for the artistic medium itself, and a complete disregard for the fact that customers are paying money for the highest quality product possible. A lot of these corporations don't care about quality, they just care about shipping something that is monetizable enough. And yes, there's plenty of research and reports showing that AI layoffs are absolutely a thing, are far outpacing new jobs, and that corporations are very much consciously choosing to replace humans with AI automation that often does a worse job than what humans are capable of. Because while what AI does is very impressive, it doesn't have, you know, just
even when the fucking thing is like a very fucking low, still goddamn recognize it. Fuck's sake.
Ingenuity. It doesn't have the human touch.
Fucking Discord is so goddamn sensitive.
That humans should be doing. I mean, we're seeing that especially with YouTube recently, and how the AI that YouTube has implemented is wrongfully banning channels. It's wrongfully flagging channels that shouldn't be flagged and demonetizing them and saying that they've broken.
Yeah, I've seen some people getting demonetized or just getting their full AdSense removed because of fucking bullshit AI.
Output where you get garbage like this.
Skipper, no, please, no, Skipper. Hey, stay with me. Come on, Skipper. Hey, you gotta fight. Don't die on me, Skip.
Or there's, you know, garbage like this.
You stupid vampire. Don't you know that I can't even catch rabbits?
You can escape now, then. I can at least buy you some time.
Hold on. What do you?
Yeah, this is just AI dubs of anime. I think it was Crunchyroll that did that.
Where what makes
or Funimation or whatever.
Unique human experiences.
They're both guilty of that shit.
Stuff that AI just is not capable of. That's where AI especially just falls flat. Which is why the backlash surrounding AI is so significant. I mean, it's just screwing over consumers at a financial level and at an affordability level for certain components. It's screwing over people when it comes to jobs, when it comes to art. Just in so many different facets, AI has not been used to genuinely better humanity. But what's encouraging to see is that there are a lot of discussions happening constantly online, and when more nefarious uses of AI are detected by the masses, you tend to see people rallying against that stuff. Now, at the same time, I do think AI discussion does require nuance, with people having to learn about the different kinds of AI, and that's a video that I think I do want to make down the line. But, like generative AI is not necessarily the same as certain kinds of machine learning where, that stuff's actually really useful for handling certain processes that normally would be tedious if done manually by humans. But it's another thing to use stuff like generative AI.
You knock it off. I'm not the one speaking.
Usage of stolen artwork to produce slop that ultimately aims to, replace real artists with lower quality, great output from machines that don't really understand the human experience and don't express things humanly. And there's just such a disregard for consequences like the degradation of art, the environmental impact, the spread of misinformation, and all of the ways in which this technology can be abused. If used correctly, it can be a phenomenal tool that can genuinely yield phenomenal advances in certain fields that would be beneficial to society. But that benefiting society is not the concern of corporations who are obsessed with AI. For them, it's about, making money. And
it's always been about making money.
That's trying to fix certain problems that
any way necessary.
Until this stuff is regulated, until there are checks and balances in place, this is a topic that continues to be called out and discussed. And, we need to understand the nuances of the technology as well, but also we can't let it go unfettered as it has been right now. But when it comes to RAM shortages and inflation in particular, hearing that this is something that will go, well into next year and beyond, and it being something that currently, is indefinite, is incredibly disheartening to hear. And it's also something that you have to be prepared for and something you have to know about.
Some people more than others, because I'm pretty sure that voice actors especially are going to get hit with this very hard.
Pretty bleak when it comes to, normally affordable electronic components and how that will have a ripple effect on just electronics in general moving forward, certainly in the realm of gaming. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on how all of this develops, but the latest news on this front is not good for the, short-term future, even medium-term future. But maybe the long-term future will look brighter if people speak up enough against this stuff, and if enough regulators get involved where they can actually put some checks and balances that don't allow for stuff.
We'll see about that,
because this is out of control at this stage. But that's one man's take. I'd love to hear what your thoughts and opinions are on the RAM shortage situation in the comments below, and to be further updated on all things gaming news, reviews, and discussions, stay tuned right here on Young Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Young out.
All right. I think we should have enough time for another one. Yeah, we'll see about that. Right. This next one I think is from the channel that I mentioned beforehand, Des. Yeah, there we go. This one I think is about the. Oh yeah, I've seen this shit. So TLDR. Expedition 33 lost the Game of the Year award from like the Game Awards or whatever, because they quote unquote used AI for like some assets that were supposed to only be there for just to be there, for then later on they would be replaced for actual proper work or whatever. And then they lost Game of the Year because of that, and it went for, I think it went to Blueprints instead.
Hey everybody, so this is a first, but I thought I would take this small issue and talk about it in a shorter video. No worries though, most of my content will still be longer dives into stuff. I pretty much can help myself in that regard. I don't even know if this video is going to be all that short, to be honest. I like to ramble, but anyway, sometimes it's just that there's these small things that happen.
Yeah, at least compared to the other videos that he's done, this one's a lot shorter.
Instead of just doing a shorter one, but I really wanted to talk about this, so let's just get into it. So Expedition 33 got itself disqualified from the Indie Game Awards, with the awards that it got over there stripped away from the studio because of using AI. It's It's important to note that this Indie Game Awards show is that one that got roasted to hell and back all over social media at the beginning of the month while trying to hide themselves from the mainstream public and turning off dislikes and comments on their videos. Yes, the one from these two big boys and the very same one who featured virtue signaling award categories focused on race and gender, and ironically at the same time featuring games such as Get the Milk, Finding Father, and Aquilia in the category for South African Indie Game Awards.
Look at these nominations. Get the Milk?
Get the Milk? Finding Father. I just noticed that one. Oh my god.
Of course, nobody realistically cares about what these people do or don't do. Like, it's not important.
Finding Father. Oh my god. Get the Milk.
You see all over the place in the games industry, and just about
oh my god.
Can be attributed to them is that they at least focus solely on highlighting indie games. But the thing is that this is acting like a wave now, putting pressure on other gaming outlets and game award shows to do the same thing and completely delegitimize the game. It's funny that just 1 week ago everyone was glazing this game, praising it to high heaven, celebrating its victory,
and now I think it's not just this game, but also doing this to Larian Studio as well, because I think they quote-unquote used AI for some stuff too.
Best RPG and best story to Expedition 33. But now, after this recent AI-related drama tied to Larian and the upcoming Divinity game, Expedition 33 is also being lumped in and is now being called a garbage slop game, as reports from months ago resurfaced in regards to a few placeholder images that the studio generated and later replaced. It was stuff like this, posters and newspapers on these old thingamajigs that used to have them, just to give an idea of what it's supposed to be. I mean, that's the point of a placeholder.
Yeah, it's a placeholder stuff you just replace after you put something else in there.
To spend time fully developing final images for it, especially when sometimes things change during development and then you might even want something else in there. I don't see any kind of problem with this at all. Like, this is the type of stuff where this kind of technology makes sense. If you got some kind of demo to show to some interested investors or whatever, you can fill some gaps with the idea of what you're going for without allocating unnecessary resources that are more necessary elsewhere. Reasoning aside though, the whole situation is just ridiculous. Anyone who was praising this game a week ago and is now mad about it is just making a clown out of themselves. Like, really? You changed that mind that quickly? I mean, I get it if you change your mind in a few years. Like, I've had games that I loved, and then a few years later I was like, how the I like this game? This game is garbage,
This game is absolute dog water. Oh, Operation Raccoon City? Okay. Funny enough though, I was at some point debating to get a copy of this game on PC, because I remember doing a field trip, I saw a copy of the game on PC. I think it was like, literally, they were selling the thing for $1. €1. And I still didn't go for it. I went with Resident Evil Revelations on the PS3 instead. It was on a different store, and it was like $15. Mind you, that game was already like a couple years old by now. By like when I saw that during the field trip. I was probably like, I don't know, 2018, something like that. And that game came out in like the early 2010s, so that game was already like a couple years old. Honestly, knowing the price that Revelation tends to go, especially the PS3 version and PS3 and PS4 version that go nowadays, maybe that wasn't such a bad price, especially just because it was like a brand new copy. It was like still factory sealed.
So I can't quit! And then I've had games that I hated, and then later I was like, you know what? Perhaps I was too harsh.
Ooh, Unity. Oh yeah, that game's actually a lot of fun.
But these motherfuckers,
especially on PS5, because the game gets a 60 FPS patch.
Pretty much just today, it was like Monday. Expedition.
Yeah, when the game actually works, Unity is actually a lot of fun. Especially doing the combat, because I think the combat in the game is actually fucking challenging. You actually have to fucking try not to get killed in that game. and not like any other Assassin's Creed games past like AC2, where it's just counter, kill, counter, kill, counter, kill.
I've never seen a game worse than this one. It's just garbage. AI slop. I mean, and you can tell too. Like, I can tell. Like, the way that I always knew. The truth is that I always knew, okay? I was playing it all the way back already, and I knew it. There was something there deep inside me that was telling me, you know what, Frank, this game sucks. This game is a shit. This game, there's something sinister going on underneath this game. Do not trust the French, ever.
Never trust the French.
200 years ago, not 500. Never, ever, ever trust the French. I knew it from the
Base
start.
Portuguese, let's go.
Before it came out, I was already like, dude, this game sucks. Even before they left Ubisoft, I knew that guy. I was like, that guy right there, that French fuck, I don't like him. I think he's the worst employee.
Alright, dude, calm down there.
So basically, I knew all along, guys. Like seriously, what are we doing here? This is ridiculous. The final product itself doesn't even have a single generated picture. Some people have a really whimsical view of game development.
It was removed with the first patch, right? So it was in the game, but it was removed afterwards. So it's not in the damn thing anymore, as long as you patch the game.
As soon as a tool pops up that can make it easier for them, if they use it, they get excommunicated from the Soy Club.
Humans have escaped this winnowing.
So the key question is, does Expedition 33 deserve to lose all those awards because of what happened? Honestly, I'm already past that point. Whether it deserves it or not doesn't even matter, because it'll just...
Yeah, is it fair? Probably not, but the Game Awards have never been fucking fair. They've always been fucking biased as all hell. The Game Awards have always been biased as shit. Especially if you pay attention to the fucking guys that they always do with anything Naughty Dog related. Especially what they did with anything Last of Us related.
Spark a bunch of back and forth arguments.
Like, I remember, I think it was this year or whatever, they did, on the best shows or movies, they didn't even give nomination to like Sonic 3. They just went straight for The Last of Us Season 2. They didn't even put in Sonic 3.
That lead nowhere. Just arguments between people who support AI, people who do not support it, and people in the middle. It's just...
The Game Awards has always been biased as all hell.
What's far more interesting is that if these Game Awards shows and gaming outlets want to go down this road, then they better be prepared to have no goddamn games to award at all. There's more games that have been coming out of the closet over the past few days in regards to this, and others that are claiming they do not use it, but are defending the reality of it anyway because they know where game development is headed, and they see themselves on the crosshairs soon enough. Ironically, one of them is Daniel Vavra, the director or whatever of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, who is out right now supporting Expedition 33 and Larian's use of it. And I said ironically because...
Yeah, the people that are giving shit for companies to use AI, or just anything, they just are completely ignorant to how the games industry even fucking works. Because they probably most likely aren't an actual developer.
And then you look at their games and it's like...
Because not everything AI does is a bad thing. Like, for fuck's sakes. How about an AI that lets you auto-generate stuff from like an Excel sheet or whatever? That's actually useful. Never see anyone talk shit about that.
And here's the thing, guys. There's nothing wrong with the genre. Personally, I love it. But it's like, oh, wow, bro. Wow, you're not utilizing any AI in the development of such a complex and large-scale project? That's crazy. I also value the choice of game developers not wanting to use it. Like, if a game developer does not want to use it, wants to keep everything 100% people-made, and by 100% I mean all the way without even using tools, because in my view, if you're using AI as a tool, it's still people-made because you're just using it as a goddamn...
Yeah, blood in your hands if you use AI.
Game and replacing artists with it, you know what I mean? That's one of the other complexities. We'll talk more about this later in the video, but the point is, I value this else. What I don't value is people using this opportunity to shit on the games and the developers and studios who are basically just talking about the reality of the game.
And just doing their job.
A virtue signal to all of these people out there who have this derangement syndrome against it. I find it unattractive. It's the same as the rainbow pandering over the past few years. I don't like to see it. It's not that I have anything against the rainbow people, but it's incredibly unattractive.
The rainbow people.
Pandering like this. It's
the YMCA people.
Guys, like, sell me your game because of the quality in it. Don't sell me your game because you're playing team sports or some bullshit. But anyway, then there's the other group, the silent majority, composed of even more people and studios out there keeping quiet about it, which is precisely what they should do, because these people are out here doing their ridiculous online witch hunts over something that they don't understand. They will attribute the label of generative slop to a game without it even having anything to do with that, as it was with Larian Studios' case. It's like the equivalent of being labeled and demonized for stealing art and replacing artists when all you were doing, for example, is asking Grok to give you a recipe for gabagool. It's two completely separate and unrelated uses.
For gabagool.
They don't understand how that applies to its many different uses in game or software development, or they do, but they just don't care. They just see those two letters put together and they completely lose their shit. It's their new thing, you know? They see that the whole race, gender, and sexuality grift isn't working as well as it used to, so this is the new thing that they choose to get irrationally mad about. And it ain't even that there aren't concerning aspects to AI research and development, valid things to be worried about in the future. There totally is, even I have them. And I do feel bad for artists, I do, because I do believe in the value of art as it is made by people. I do believe that people have something more to offer. AI can copy things and can refine things, absolutely it can, but it just hits different. But that's not what these morons are doing nor interested in. It all comes down to the usual bullshit, vapid virtue signaling. I'm telling you right now, you take an artist that they don't like, and then you put an AI next to him, and you bet your sweet gabagool that they're going to choose to fill a jobs position with the AI rather than to employ someone with opinions that they don't like. It's totally unrealistic to not expect studios to use basic tools to make their work easier if it applies. In some cases it will, and in some it won't. The point is that they should be free to do so if they want to, and what should speak for itself in the end is the quality of the work. So if you've got an outcome that looks like
yeah, people don't actually give a shit about if your game has a certain fucking political agenda or there's a certain character that's trans or fucking lesbian or whatever that fuck. People only give a shit if the fucking game's actually fun to play with.
Usual in the games industry. Praise and support quality.
The game, people only care about the game because of the fucking game. They want to have some fun. They don't want to fucking get talked to.
Seriously, let's get into this for a second. I won't even be unfair here.
They don't want to be treated like they're fucking children or talked down upon.
Let's talk about the big boys in the industry and then the other boys who aren't so big but whose games released in a working state and their problems were actually with the writing and the ideas behind it and certain other influences that make them shit. Let's talk about games like Dragon Age Veilguard and how terrible it was. Let's talk about Assassin's Creed Shadows and how much of a train wreck it was. Or their previous game, Star Wars Outlaws, that released in a broken, shameful state. Let's talk about how out of touch crap like Dustborn and Unknown 9 Awakening are. Let's talk about the deliberate
Unknown 9? I don't think I even heard about this fucking game.
God forbid, the entirety of Concord.
Oh god, don't even dare bring Concord back into the fucking table.
The design there because they were plagiarized from an upgrade. A minute, boy. They weren't plagiarized, they were the plagiarists. In other words, they stole the art from an artist on Twitter, but holy
and they didn't even need AI for that shit.
Characters, weapons, and environment designs. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be rude towards the artist, because it isn't even the fault of the artist, right? The fault is of the guy who's working at Bungie, who looked at those designs and thought, you know what these images would look really good in? As actual textures for environments, weapons, and character skins. And can we also talk about how disgraceful Avowed was? The world was dead, guys. The NPCs didn't even move or react to your actions. And the worst part is that it was done that way by design. Like, this wasn't even a situation where it's a bug or glitch causing it. It was the the intended way that the game was meant to
like,
function.
right, because most Bethesda or Obsidian games tend to be pretty fucking glitchy.
The world around us in a fucking role-playing game. Can we talk about the soullessness of Outer Worlds as well? I mean, hey, it's better than Avowed. Clearly, you can see which of the two games was it that Obsidian was more focused on. But even then, the whole thing is so convoluted and barren of any impact or passion. It's been generally hard to play these games for a review because I see all these other great games I could be playing instead. That's why I want to start streaming games, so that I at least when I go through the painful experience of playing something like The Outer Worlds,
yeah, someone else to share the pain with.
You guys, and we can laugh along the way.
You sick bastard.
In and of itself, instead of me buying a game because I want to make content out of it, I want to review it, I want to McRoast it. But I don't even have the fucking energy to do so because the game is so bad. Like, we're legitimately in a position where we can look at so many of these games out here and see how bad or at least mediocre they are. Basically, we're essentially seeing reasons to not spend our hard-earned money on them, and they're supposedly not even being made with AI. Like, this is just certified human slop. At least we think it is. Like, this is me saying supposedly because realistically we don't even know for sure. In some cases I find it somewhat believable.
I think this will be the last one for today. There's still a lot more left to grab, but this will be it for now.
Who will lose their shit if you use an exclamation mark in your emails. So if they had a coworker using AI, they'd probably do some whistleblowing of their own. Like, they'd report that to Kotaku or Schreier or something like that, like, hey, you ain't gonna believe this. And number two, and more importantly, I genuinely believe that if the studio had used it on games like Assassin's Creed Shadows, it literally wouldn't have been as shitty as it is. Like, fellas, it is what it is. I got a 2-hour video taking this game apart as a fan of the Assassin's Creed games, and even as someone who enjoyed the action RPG.
Interesting. I might look into that later. Maybe, I don't know. I have really nothing else to look into.
A machine could write a better story and character dialogue than they did for the game, and that goes double for animating their goddamn facial expressions. It's that bad, guys. But other games on that list and many others being made right now? Nah, it's a reality. Like, even in the indie market, as much as many indie developers want to remain clear of its use and see it as unethical, I think they mainly refer to the generative side of it. The side of it where you write something, press enter, and then take the shit that comes out and use it in the final product. But this is like 1% of what it can be used for, and I have no doubt in my mind that many studios out there are experimenting with it to see what kinds of advantages they can get out of it, if for nothing else than just as a time saver and as an assistance to actual artists and actual developers without whom the tool itself is useless. The funniest thing
I'll do for now. I'll probably stop farming for this shit until we get to, like, say,
evidence that we can point to right now that shows very clearly that not all use of AI when it comes to game development.
Like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing after at some point, because I don't want to, because there's still some extra shit left to do. In terms of, like, collectibles and shit, like the BSA emblems. And we're most likely gonna have to replay levels to get that shit done. So, I don't know. I don't know if I should only upgrade a certain amount of guns right now. And then after we're done with certain other stuff with the BSA emblems, we can probably work on the, you know, more upgrading the other guns. I don't know, we'll see. For now, let's at least get the infinite ammo for the guns that I'm probably gonna actually be using for later on in professional mode, like say the L-Hawk or the shotgun or the rifle. Yeah, those are probably the ones that I'm gonna actually be upgrading properly. Because I don't quite know what we actually need to do, per se, for cleanup, besides doing professional mode. Because I think most of the trophies that are missing for this game are probably doing stuff for the BSA, with the BSA emblems, and doing the game on professional mode. I think that's what it is. I think I got most of the trophies done on the base game. Yeah, we have to look for the eggs. Purchase all costumes, which yeah, that's emblem stuff. Huh? Upgrade all the guns, which I don't know if... No, I don't think you need to... I don't think you need to... I don't think you need to get any emblems to upgrade all the guns. I also need to find yeah, okay, yeah. We do need to find the we do need to go back to the levels to find all the treasures. So there's that too. Right, hunt down the BSA emblems. And figurines. What is that? Oh, missing with the figurines. Okay. We have to hunt down the BSA emblems. And we also need to get an S rank on all the chapters in a specific difficulty or whatever. We'll probably do everything on veteran. Yeah. We'll do the farming shit right now on amateur, just to get at least 3 or 4 guns at you know, at infinite ammo. Like say the best yeah, like the best fucking Magnum, yeah, the Magnum, the shotgun, and the rifle, and then maybe also giving the AI the machine gun also with infinite ammo to make that a lot easier for them. Then we're just gonna be going back to on veteran mode to clean up, do some cleanup. Then I'll save professional mode for some other time. Right, and then once we get all the treasures, all the BSA emblems, all the S ranks probably as well, we're gonna be continuing to farm more shit. Although we're still also missing some other trophies as well. So yeah, we're gonna get at least all the upgrades that are less than like 10k. Yeah, we'll do that at least for all the guns. And then after that, we're only gonna focus on the guns that we're actually gonna be using, at least for now. So I think there are other guns that we don't have right now that are probably a little bit better. That you only unlock after you have them fully upgraded. Like if you have one of the pistols, you get another pistol that's like a little bit better. I don't know if you need to buy. I don't know if you need to buy these or just fully upgrade this one to get these ones as well. Wait, hold on. Bruh, I think you do need to buy it in order to fucking use it. I thought you would get it, say, as an unlock after upgrading this pistol, but I guess not. So you might need to purchase it and then upgrade it later as well. I don't know, we'll see. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. Resident Evil 5 guns. Can you only get this by... Okay, this weapon is available for purchase for your the M92F, right? Right, so there's certain guns that only show up after you fully upgrade other guns. like with the M92F. After you upgrade, before you upgrade this thing, you get the M93R. And then with the Hydra, you need to upgrade the Itaka M37. I don't think you get anything if you fully upgrade the Jailbreaker shotgun or the M3. It's just the Itaka they need to upgrade to unlock the other one. So Sig, it's probably the VZ? No. Oh wait, no, I think we already have that one. Yeah, we already have all the machine guns. Yeah, so it's at least 4 types of each weapon. Each weapon of each type, that is. So besides maybe the rifles, there's only like 3 of those. Although the S&W M500, you unlock that after we upgrade the S&W M29. Alright. So, yeah, I think that might also be better for now. We'll fully max out the weapons that unlock other guns as well. Then we'll leave the upgrades for the other guns for some other time. So we can save that, so we can save the money for other shit. The grenade launcher doesn't need any upgrades, I think. The same thing with the rocket launcher. I think with the rocket launcher you can find it on the swamp area, I think, but I didn't find it when I was playing it. Okay, so I also need to upgrade the... Wait, what's the VZ? Okay, so... okay, I see. Right, you need to fully upgrade the VZ61 machine gun to get the Gatling gun. And probably need to fully upgrade one of the snipers to get the longbow as well. Yeah, yes, I fully upgrade the S75, which is the first sniper they get. Okay, so yeah, it's like the first gun they get for each type. If you fully upgrade that thing, it gives you another gun. Okay, so it's like the first one. Alright. So yeah, we're gonna fully upgrade the M92F, the Itaka M37, the VZ61, the S75, and the S&W M29 to get the other guns, and then we're gonna upgrade those later as well. Because those are like the best guns in the game to use, and it's gonna make hunt down the S ranks and the BSAA stuff a lot fucking easier. So yeah, that's our plan. We're gonna keep doing this shit. Yeah, we're gonna keep farming gold for the time being, while also and just keep upgrading the guns. I don't know if you also need to upgrade the secret guns. You probably do, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Yeah, you do need to upgrade them too. Yeah, you do need to upgrade them as well. So this might take a bit. At least we did decent enough progress with upgrading a good chunk of guns. Right. Yeah, we'll get at least the ones that are less than 10k. Yeah, we'll get the upgrades that are less than 10k golden. At least for the ones that don't have a subsequent gun after you fully upgrade them. Yeah, or just the ones that aren't the first type, the first gun of each type. Then we can unlock more shit. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today then, right? We're gonna continue with this some other time. And mind you, there's still a lot more shit to farm. Also, I'm pretty sure we didn't get any trophies today, so I can just turn off the console. Also, I need to remind myself to put this controller charging later. Here we go. Much better. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Alright, did this enough, I guess. But yeah, there's still a lot more farming left to do. I'm probably gonna be doing the S ranks on veteran as well, because I'm gonna have to fucking hunt down the S ranks for all the difficulties either way. So let's at least get the S ranks on veteran done immediately, and then probably at some point later on when we do professional mode, we work on the S ranks for that one, and then we're gonna have to also do the S ranks for the other difficulties as well. Because for some fucking reason, if you get an S rank on veteran, you also need to get the S rank again on the other difficulties. They don't fucking stack. Great. Thankfully, you don't need to do that on the DLCs. They don't keep track of any of the ranks. Although you do need to get at least one S ranking for one of the trophies. But you don't need to do that. You don't need to fucking do it on professional. That's a fucking godsend. But yeah, we'll say that for some other time though. Next stream shall be tomorrow, where we are gonna be continuing on. Where we left off with more of Batman Arkham Asylum. Right. Last we left off with that game, we got ourselves a little trip from the Scarecrow, and that didn't give us too much shit, I guess. So hopefully we'll see how far we go tomorrow with Batman. Let's see, we can probably deal with. Yeah, most likely gonna be dealing with Bane, most likely. Probably also with Harley Quinn. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, something like that. Again, it has been a while since I last played Arkham Asylum, so I don't exactly quite remember the order of things. But I think we're gonna probably deal with both Bane and Harley Quinn. Yeah, most likely. But again, next stream shall be tomorrow at 11 PM GMT0, where we are gonna be continuing on where we left off with more of Batman Arkham Asylum. If you would like to be notified whether live or in any other shenanigans I have in mind, I can stream schedules of the uploads. You can call the Discord where you'll be notified as such. If you also want to keep track of any previous streams I just surpassed, you can also go to my YouTube channel as well. Now with all that said and done, you guys have yourselves a merry rest of the day. And as always, have one. Bye. Bye-bye. See ya. Have one. Bye. Bye-bye. See ya.